Talking guitars and who?
80's metal. Hey guys, how you doing? Joe Harvey 84, yeah.
Yo. Hey, man. Dude.
Hey, everybody. Welcome
Well,
to Talking
yes.
Guitars and 80's Metal Live. Holy hell, are we live?
Yeah, it's Tuesday, March 1st, 2022, 8:09 p.m. Eastern, 5:09 Pacific, 6:09 Mountain.
Alive and unscripted.
That's right.
You never know what we're going to say. You
Or
just
do.
never know.
You don't even know if any of us are wearing pants. Here's today's contest. One of us is not wearing pants. It's one of us three. Guess which one properly, and you could win fabulous prizes.
ADHD Sharp. Michael B., you changed your name?
Oh, ADHD Sharp. Alias Michael B.
ADHD Sharp. Is that your band name, I'm assuming? I'm assuming that's your band.
I'm assuming he's on the lam. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming something's really wrong. I'm assuming he's hiding out and there's police looking for him right now.
Well,
Alice Martinez, she's assuming that, John, you're the one without pants on right now.
She's guessing it's me. Who else is playing today? Let's see. Ned has no pants, Andrew says. Blue Rhino clearly has no pants.
yeah, he just walked by, pantsless.
If you guessed Blue Rhino. Cantrop 55. Yeah, I'm wearing my Silver Surfer shirt again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love this shirt.
Did you
I
wash
wear it
it
every
like
day. I wear it every day. That's my new thing. It's like a superhero costume. I've given up on all my other clothes. I just wear the Silver Surfer shirt and maybe or maybe not pants.
Questions? Who knows? To be answered.
So let's see. In our group today, we have Johnny Beane. There he is.
Thank you so much. Follow me on Amazon, please. JohnnyBean.shop.
There you go. Dane Zimmerman of Zim's Guitars in Arizona.
Howdy, boy and girl.
Yeah.
And animals.
Yeah. And Mama Cuda. And of course, I am John Mancuda with Blue Rhino. Let's see. Neanderthal will be joining us a little later. He's running a little late today. He's got other obligations until later. And you have chosen to watch us instead of other shows that are on tonight, whatever they may be.
What was that? What?
I don't know.
I'm going to guess Tuesday night, Gilligan's Island.
That's a good guess. I like that one. Little buddy. Oof.
Although, if you guys are watching Mitch Harmon, tell him Johnny Bean Raid in the chat, please.
There you go.
Mitch Harmon. I never heard of him.
Mitch Harmon is the
Honestly, I've never heard
president?
of him.
Joe Hervey says Mitch Harmon is the president. All right, well. Good for him. I mean, he's a nice guy. I mean, yeah, definitely better to to be here. Let's have some fun tonight, because it's like I'm just gonna say this real quick, and then we won't say it at all. Prayers out to those going on in the Ukraine. Obviously, big horror show over there. But let's thoughts and prayers sent out to those people. But otherwise, let's us have some fun tonight. I don't want to think about that tonight. Not tonight. I've watched the news. I've been glued to the news all week. You know, I mean, I really have been glued to the news. I mean, my heart goes out to those people. But you know what? We all need a couple of hours of fun. Let's talk about metal. Let's talk about jokes. Let's get some escape tonight. And our thoughts and prayers are out there. But tonight, for at least a couple hours, we need a getaway. We need a getaway. So glad you're spending it with us.
Yes. And smash that thumbs up.
Instead, you could guess who's wearing pants tonight and who's not. I wonder what the Vegas over-under is on that. What do you think?
I don't know.
The Vegas over-under on who's wearing pants tonight. Do you think they're taking bets? Do you think they're taking bets out there? Actually,
we can create a poll on that.
A poll?
Who's
that'll reveal. If you see the poll, then you'll know who's wearing no pants.
Who's not?
Pooh Ninja, Hookers and Blow. That is a wonderful children's book. I love that. Get it on Amazon. Hookers and Blow, Save Christmas. I love that book. Absolutely.
And it's a cool band. The piano player from Guns N' Roses. That's what he calls his band.
Hookers and Blow?
Yeah. We opened up for him at the Whiskey a year or two ago.
Oh, cool.
What's the guy's name? Dizzy, the keyboard player.
Okay, Can't Try 55. Can't Try 55 posted the Vegas odds. It's negative 1,500 that I'm wearing pants, negative 500 that Johnny's wearing pants, a good shot of 500 plus that Dane is wearing pants. So apparently I seem to be the odds-on favorite. We'll see before the end of the show.
There we go. And there's a poll.
We're going to wait until the end of the show to reveal.
Yeah. Blue Rhino is obviously not wearing pants, so he gave it away.
Oh, yeah. And I forgot Blue Rhino.
So he's not wearing pants. Well, it's obvious because you can see him. Ned is not on screen, right? Is Ned on screen? Where is he? No. So
he just walked that way.
He might be. Well, we don't know if he's wearing pants or not, but Blue Rhino clearly is not. I mean, he's a friendly nudist. Everyone's happy to see him nude. He's not, obscene nude. He's a nudist. There's a difference. If you walk into a nudist camp or a nude beach, they just happen to be naked. It's not like you're, walking into, well, they're not shitting themselves. This isn't, imagine you go to a beach that's like a nude beach, but everyone has like IBS. That's like a giant litter box, just everyone shitting in the sand.
There's crap on the ground.
Diarrhea running down legs and stuff, But then there's naked, where if I walk into a restaurant naked, it's not welcome. They don't welcome me,
No.
So there's a big difference. There's a big difference. So yeah, place your bets in our poll.
Thank you.
And we'll see by the did False Flag already give up the ship? There it is.
False Flag.
False Flag. Wow.
Thank you, False Flag.
You guys didn't see my other hand. Thank you, False Flag.
It's Johnny's Pay the Mortgage-a-thon. It's the Pay the Mortgage-a-thon 2022. By the end of the show, we're going to pay Johnny's mortgage. Meanwhile, Chris Holmes is like, is anyone giving to my cancer fund? Speaking of which, Johnny, please post up because Chris Holmes is starting his 7 weeks of cancer treatment. So please put up the link if you want to donate to Chris Holmes of Wasp. We're big friends of Chris Holmes. If you want to donate to Chris Holmes of Wasp for his cancer treatments, he's 3/4 of the way to the initial $20,000 goal. Obviously, cancer very expensive. So
is he living overseas?
He is overseas right now. Yes, he's in France
because it's
now.
it's in overseas currency.
Yeah, it's in euros. It's in euros. It's 20,000 euros he's trying to raise. He's up to just about almost 15. And no, Chris hasn't sold gear. No, he's not looking to do that. He still plays his stuff. There you go. So that's Chris Holmes's GoFundMe. Just look, good cause, good guy, one of us, metal guy, Wasp, you know. So it's in the chat.
Was Chris one of those guys that collected a bunch of guitars?
Chris is one of those guys that breaks a bunch of guitars.
Right.
Chris takes guitars and he throws them, he modifies them, he beats the shit out of them. He has one that it's called the Yellow Shit. It started out as a yellow Jackson Star or Charvel Star, I forget which. And one day, he's just beating it up and he's rocking on it. He drags it on the ground, and I don't know if he's towing behind his car or whatever, but the thing's getting beat up. And one day he gets mad at a sound mixer who's, the sound mixer in a stadium is like, rows back into the audience, that sound booth, you know what I'm talking, Johnny?
The mixing board.
So he gets so pissed. He's telling her, up my sound. I can't hear myself in the mix. And he's getting pissed. And the guy's fucking with him or something. And Chris takes the guitar like an axe, like a lumberjack to an axe, and over his head launches it. He tomahawks the freaking thing. He tomahawks it into the soundboard, like from a distance, and just breaks off one of the points. And they basically took that's the actual soundtrack, by the way. And basically they took the guitar and I guess he sent it back to Jackson. They built like a metal frame around it, and it's like missing parts of it. And then over the time, he's just worn it. So it looks like driftwood missing a chunk with a little metal, stump of amputee at the bottom, and it's just beaten to hell. And
you can see right through it.
I'd still buy that thing.
It looks like you could read the New York Times through it, like a good piece of locks.
I'd still buy that
salmon
thing.
Locks.
That'd be cool. Oh, there's also a story about Lita, because he was married to Lita Ford for a while, and Lita smashed a guitar out in the street.
He had another star. He had another of those guitars, either Jackson Charvel, with a Budweiser beer logo on it. And I guess he cheated on Lita at one point. And Lita said, "Oh yeah? And they got into a fight, and she smashed this thing to bits in the middle of the street. Imagine, like, you live down the block. You're thinking, okay, there's some rock stars living down the block. This is great. I'm in a rock star neighborhood. And then you see Lita Ford coming out in the street and smashing this guitar in the middle of the street. You're trying to drive by, just get to work, and, she's sitting there.
That is one of the worst possible things that an ex can do to you, is to break one of your guitars. Worst.
No ex of mine would ever dare do that. I mean, I'm a good boyfriend, but like my exes know. It's like you smash one of my guitars, you're going out the window. You're going out a 4-story window. The neighbors just gonna look out the window. What a beautiful day. Hey, I know that girl. No, of course. I mean, look, no one should ever destroy property of anyone else. If you guys seriously ever get in a fight with your boy or girlfriend or whatever, just leave. There's no need to break each other's shit or, get vicious like that. Just leave. It's time to go.
Right. And there's that country tune about the girl going out and scratching his old car.
She's psycho. She's smashing his headlights and keying his car and slashing his tire. Yeah, don't do that shit. Don't get violent with each other. Don't break each other's shit. Just leave. It's time to go. It's time to go. Don't bash his pickup truck with a baseball bat, and don't smash his guitars, and don't rip up her purses, and don't do anything like that. If someone cheats on you, it's time to go.
Rip up her purses. Who's ever ripped up a woman's purse?
I don't know. It's time to. Anytime I've had a breakup, it's just time to leave. There's no need to destroy each other's shit. Just get out of there. And now there's
Men
a
don't
photo.
do that to women, though. Men don't destroy women's stuff, do they?
I don't know.
John Biel.
All I know, John Biel breaks up women's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, he wears women's stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Hey,
sorry, John. Sorry, John.
No,
Just kidding.
I take that back. One time I threw my an ex-girlfriend's phone out the window while I was on the freeway. I threw it out the window. Watch.
You can only do that if she starts calling someone and saying, yeah, he's not here. I'll suck your dick later. Oh my God, Dane. Yeah, that's the only time you get to throw the phone. No, don't destroy each other's shit. Don't do it. Just don't
guys
do
will
it.
Destroy phones. I swear to God, guys will do that. They'll destroy phones.
Yeah, women go for penises. Can't Try 55 brings up Lorena Bobbitt.
Oh yeah.
Don't do anything.
Well, if I was going to say break my guitar or cut my penis off, I'll have to go with the break my guitar option there.
Yeah, then you can break their phone. If they cut off your pee-pee, then you can break their phone. But other than that, no excuse.
Bob,
let's see. Symmetry says, "Can I bang her sister?" You don't need to. Just as long as you're broken up, it's free game. Yes, you are allowed to bang sisters, just not while you're together. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, don't break anyone's
they
stuff.
Agree to it.
Yeah, look, the bottom line is don't break anyone's stuff. Don't get violent. Don't break. Just leave. But speaking of broken stuff, look at Chris Holmes with that yellow shit guitar. Johnny has it up there. Look at that. And that's even when it's in good condition. It's so much worse now. That's not even. That's like right after he tomahawked it at the sound guy.
Is that a Kramer?
No, it's a Jackson. It's a Jackson or it's a Charvel. I forget which. I think it's a Jackson.
Oh yeah,
I believe it's a Jackson. Yeah, it's a Jackson.
Is that a Warrior? Is that called the Jackson Warrior?
No, it's a Jackson Star. It's a Jackson Star.
It's called a Star.
Yeah, it's Charvel Star. It might be a Charvel. I can't even remember. It's a Jackson or Charvel. I forget which because he had both.
Johnny's.
I believe it's Jackson. I believe it's Jackson though. I believe it's Jackson. But Johnny, that's an early photo. That's not even the shape it is now. Find a more recent photo of that thing. Just Google Chris Holmes yellow shit guitar, just like that, and you will see the guitar right now looks like it was lost at sea. It's got like rotted wood and barnacles and herpes, and I mean, you don't want to play that thing without a condom on. It's the most disgusting guitar, but he plays it. I mean, he'll play right through it one day. One day he'll be picking it and the thing will like crumble apart in his hands like a dandelion. I think there's even worse photos than that.
Yeah. It looks like people are actually making like replicas of it and stuff too.
Replicas? How do you make a replica of shit? What do you take, like an old rotted log you find in the woods with like bugs under it, mushrooms growing out of it?
This is probably, is this a real one? Chris Holmes guitar.
Is it a real one?
Yeah, well, because people are making replicas and stuff, like all this stuff. So that's probably a recent one.
ADHD Sharp says I should take calls for relationship advice. Yeah, listen, you know what? Call in today with your relationship problem. I'll tell you how to handle it. Absolutely. Absolutely. We will take calls today on your relationship problem. And then as long as it's metal related, we'll talk about it. Or I'll solve it. I'll be happy to give you advice, good advice.
Yeah, metal related, not mental related.
Yeah, no, we don't want to deal with nut jobs here. We're all sane people. Sane, I tell you. Look at that.
Janice is not okay with that topic.
Johnny, you've got to be able to find you got to be able to find a better photo of that yellow guitar online. You gotta be able to find there's ones I've seen where it looks like if you blow on it, it'll blow up like a dandelion.
Yeah. Well, here's the one I just kind of showed from my phone.
Yeah, Alice Martinez,
I mean-
weeds growing out of it, mushrooms, and
It looks pretty gross.
that's not even like its worst it's seen. It's so much worse than that.
What's up with that?
I mean,
pickup?
Johnny, it really, really is bad.
Wow. And he still plays it?
Oh, he plays it. I don't know how. I think he holds it together, actually. just to hold it together. He's playing it gently, but it's like kind of hugging it to hold it together so it doesn't fall apart mid-song.
Man.
It looked like it
Yeah.
had a big old Gibson, like a Nashville style bridge on it.
It does. It has a what is that? It has a fixed bridge. What do you call those, Johnny? Like a kind of bridge.
let me see.
I'm having a brain fart here.
That's a that's a harmonica.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a harmonica.
No.
bridge.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, the it has a fixed tailpiece, is what I'm saying.
right, like a tune-o-matic, but I think again that's the Nashville style where you have a huge area where you can intonate it properly.
Yeah, like a tune-o-matic. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
I think
See?
that's called a harmonica bridge. It's
Well,
the
I think
it's
same.
kind of a
It's very
nickname for it.
similar. It looks very similar to what is on the Ibanez Destroyers. as
Yeah, with a
well.
hard tailpiece, with a stop tailpiece. Thank you, Kirk.
Sherman
51.
Callahan.
Yeah.
Sherman Callahan.
Sherman Callahan. Thank you,
Hiya.
brother. Thank you, man.
Oh, Warlag. You posted that in the Discord? Okay, let's see. Thank you, man.
By the way, let's say hi real quick to the executive producers because we kind of skipped over intros. We'll do this so fast you won't even blink, but just so fast. And let's give a huge thoughts, prayers, and positive energy to Linny Lou, because I'm still hearing she's under the weather, and I'm very, very concerned about Linny Lou. Linny Lou and my little geriatric sex kitten Mary, they're both executive producers of the show, and we love them so much. So I really want to give a shout out of nothing but extreme love for Linny Lou and Mary. And get well soon, please. And everyone else, executive producers, let's bang right through them. Delicious Bang Energy drink. Bang right through them. Dave Ennis, Vinyl Freak 5150, Mike Neese, Music Therapy Labs, Majestic PB&J Cat, Wayno, False Flag, Sherman Callahan, Andy Carson, Michael B, R. Habs, Warlag, the Chad, Lawrence Christensen, Lindy Lou, and my little geriatric six kid Mary, James Gum, John Moronic, Paul Martin Woods, Stephen Franklin, Michael Smith, the Captain, Thomas Santiago, Joe Christian, Jimmy Ray Hawkins, David Allen Wright, and Steve Carmichael.
very nice.
And Micro Machines. You want to play with Micro Machines?
Yeah. That's the top tier of channel membership here on Johnny Bean TV here on YouTube. Become a channel member, get exclusive content, get your name in green in the chat, get recognized on the street at 3 a.m. Yeah. Yes, and we're live on Facebook as well.
Recognized at 3 a.m. on the street. You can just see, hey, you, huh? Me? What? Yeah, come here. Hey, boys, come here. Come on, let's get this guy. Huh? What do you want? We want your money. My money? I got no money on me. I mean, I only have a few dollars. Bullshit. I saw your name as a producer on the Johnny Bean channel. You're
Johnny,
one of the executive producers.
Go back to that one on Facebook real quick. Go back to the face one.
Dane, why are you
The
interrupting
Facebook
my bit? Why are you
Facebook.
interrupting my bit? Why are you
That
interrupting?
was-
I'm in the
Sorry,
middle
sorry.
of a bit.
That
I'm
one.
in the
The
middle of a
Facebook
bit.
one. No, Facebook. The one that says it shows us on Facebook.
That one.
right there. Up at the top it says no rating yet. So John, you're off the hook, buddy. You're off the hook. You can say anything you want. When Paul comes on, there is no rating yet. They haven't given anybody a triple X rating or an R rating or anything like that. So we're good to go.
All right, so I'm going to finish my bit now, okay?
Okay, I'm
And then
sorry. Go
I'm just going to
ahead.
finish my bit real quick. I love you. I'm just going to finish my bit. So you walk into the street. Now it's lost its momentum, but you're walking in the street. They say, hey, I know you. You're the executive producer of that Talking Guitars and 80's metal show. Yeah,
Right.
metal show. Yeah. So I know you got tons of money. You're an executive producer. Give it up. Shake them upside down, boys. Help! There they are.
Was that the bit? That's it?
Well, it had some good momentum, and then it just lost it.
I ruined it. That
That was it.
I'm so
Dane,
sorry.
Dane just said, "Oh, John's doing something funny. Let me just yank down my pants, if he's wearing any, and shit right on the bit, right on it. Boom!" And no, Bozique,
Man, I
Paul's
don't
here,
even
but
know
he's
what
just
a
running.
bit
He's running
is,
later.
for one thing.
Huh?
I don't know what a bit is. What are you talking about? When I'm in the middle of a bit?
Radio, TV terms. A bit is a little snippet comedy moment. You're doing a little.
It's a funny.
A little
Okay.
mini joke section there. You're taking a minute to do a bit, to do a little shtick. A moment of shtick is a
So
bit.
it'd be something like The Edge and Bono walked into a bar, and the
No, that's a
bartender-
knock joke. That's like
the
a dad joke.
bartender said, "Oh, not you two again."
"Why the long face?"
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you so much.
I like that one.
I'll be here every Tuesday.
Thank you. Warlag says he posted some photos in the Discord, Johnny, of Chris Holmes's yellow shit guitar. Can you reach those?
This thing. This thing.
Is that Chris Holmes now?
Hey, is this Chris?
It's false flag, Johnny.
Oh,
Johnny's
Executive
doing that
producer.
ventriloquist thing
How are
again.
you? I just want to say that I know that I'm wearing pants, so you're wearing pants as well. So I just want to clear that up for everyone.
good.
So,
So it must be one of the other guys that's not wearing pants.
well, here is the
probably.
reason, by the way. Here's by the reason, because it is Mardi Gras. It is Fat
Anyway,
Tuesday.
I love you guys. You're doing a great job. Great show. And,
Thank you. Thank you.
Hope everything in the world is okay soon.
Yes,
Soon.
very soon.
Cross fingers.
Yeah.
Right.
Cross fingers.
Yeah. Okay,
Awesome.
Johnny. Take care.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for all your support. Oh, he hung up.
You know that was such a pre-recorded call. Hey, Johnny, this is False Flag. Oh, hello, False Flag, who's not me. Johnny, I just wanted you to know, I know that I'm wearing pants, so you're wearing pants as well, because you're me. Yes. And so how are you today, False Flag? How's the weather out there? Oh, glad. Thank you for asking, Johnny. Glad you asked. What a coincidence. Yes, coincidence indeed. Yeah, Johnny's not False Flag.
No, you'd have to be totally insane to think.
Isn't it like 4 o'clock in the morning in Australia right now? Isn't it like, or 6 o'clock in the morning or something?
I don't know, but
How's
we
he
have
watching
viewers
from Australia?
What time is it where you are right now, False Flag?
I think there's actually during
It's on the
these-
night shift or something.
during the 3 hours of this show, I believe there's going to be a ceasefire because both sides in Russia and Ukraine want to hear the show. So I believe this is a peacekeeping show. I believe they're all like, look, there is False Flag again. It is really Johnny. And the Ukraine go, it is not Johnny. Come on.
Yeah,
it
let's
sucks.
just pretend that the tank ran out of fuel. And we'll have 3 hours until they come and refuel us.
It really sucks. We were going to do a 3-hour special on this band. This was going to be our band of the week here. Can you even see? God
The
damn
white,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, a white screen that no one
The
can
white
fucking
screens.
see. Jesus Christ, I hate this.
What does that say? It's upside down.
Gorky Park.
Yes, it's Gorky Park.
It's in
Gorky
Russian.
Park. Yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be Jesus Christ. I can't even see this fucking thing.
Cover your face. Cover your
How the
face.
fuck-
Put it over your face. That's what's doing it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and then put it
that
closer. Put it closer. Well, you're peeking. Go all the way forward. All the way forward without hitting your microphone.
Here, hold on. Here
The
we go.
LSD that he took is just
All the
really
way.
kicked in right now. and
There
he's
we go.
peaking.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
Up a little higher. Up a little.
A little lower.
Now a little bit to the right. Yeah, that's right. No, a little bit to the left. There you go.
Can you actually see it, Johnny?
Yeah.
It looks
Okay,
good.
there you go. There it is. So that was going to be our special, but I decided against it.
They played those big giant. The only time that I've
called
seen
arenas.
anything about that band is at the Moscow Peace Festival in the 80s
Moscow
with
Music
Motley
Peace
and
Festival. We need
Aussie and all that, the Scorps and all that.
We needed another one of those. We need another Moscow Music Peace Festival.
Mhm.
We need another one of those. Now,
Like
would be
today.
a good time. Now would be a
It would
good
be
time.
huh?
Yeah.
Dan, can you organize that?
And they donate all the everything to the Ukraine. Do you think they'd let that happen?
Well, we'll see. I'll make a call. Didn't you have Putin in on your store the other day?
No. I was saying they should get Schwarzenegger and Stallone and just put all those dudes in helicopters,
send 'em
fly
in
them over there, Black Ops style.
We've got to go get Putin.
Yeah.
I will put my fist in his ass.
Yeah,
I will
Vin
show
Diesel.
you to invade Ukraine. I will show you what to do. There you are, Putin.
And who's the one actor, the guy that used to be in all those same kind of action movies? He has all the huge guitar collection. Crazy guy. He became a cop.
I want
That-
everybody. I want everybody to just fist Putin.
I know who you're talking.
I want there to be a long line with Putin in shackles, like medieval style, with the the head over through the wood and the wall. I want him in a town square, and everyone just gets a fistful of like burning alcohol and just gets to fist his ass. Just a secession of thousands and thousands of people. There you go.
There
Yeah,
they
Steven
are.
Seagal
Let's
is
send the
Steven
real
Seagal.
men in and get this job done.
Yeah, we'll send the real men in.
You guys want some?
Schwarzenegger.
You guys want to see
Chuck
some real
Why
men
don't we
on this
just
show?
send Chuck Norris?
Chuck
Why don't
Norris.
we just send Chuck Norris? We don't even need. I mean, Stallone's great, Schwarzenegger's great. We'll just send in Chuck Norris because Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the world down. That's it. Yeah, Chuck Norris. That's
Yeah.
all you need. Steven Seagal. We'll send all of them.
Yeah,
The
Soquel.
Expendables.
He's the guitar player, Soquel.
Right? Everybody from the movie The Expendables. Wasn't that the flick?
There you go. Yeah, the
Yeah, so-
Expendables. Was Chuck Norris in the Expendables?
No, Mel Gibson was in there.
Well, he is expendable, but we actually, let's see. Stallone and Arnold are on totally ends of the political spectrum, says the great Jay Hannon of the band Gizmachi. Yeah, but you know what? This is one of those rare times. Well, there goes Johnny with his pants on. Look at that shit. He just blew the fucking contest. Do you believe? Did you see that, Dane?
John, here's the deal, man. Everybody
Did you
knows
see
you
that?
don't have pants on.
All right. Well, yeah, it's
Doesn't have to be a contest. It's pretty obvious.
It's me. There's no contest. Everyone knows I'm going. I'm down there commando. No, look, this is one of those times I'm glad the entire world, even those on opposite ends of political spectrums, is all together. In America,
True.
Republicans and Democrats, we're all united like we were during World War II, which is how good
Yes.
Americans should be, because we're a
Right.
beautiful, wonderful country, both sides not arguing together in unity against an evil motherfucker.
I agree.
One prick. The entire world's come together. Europe, they're infighting. Nope, not right now. Everybody fucking hates Putin. Every motherfucker hates Putin. God
Yes.
bless everyone except Putin.
Putin?
Putin.
Putin?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good thing.
He's
Anyway,
definitely public enemy number one.
Johnny, thank you.
Speaking
for
of rock
walking off.
metal music,
Anyway, Johnny, thank you for
We got
walking
off
off,
topic.
showing the world that you were wearing pants.
it's not me.
Yeah,
Well, False Flag told you it wasn't me.
it's
Or it was.
False Flag told you it wasn't him.
He knows,
Peanuts? What? Oh, he knows.
right? And look at this. I got Zim's got the least votes of everybody.
Well, everyone
Well,
knows.
they
Dane's
know that
wearing
I'm
pants.
still at work. If I was at home
was-
in my living room, that'd be one thing. But I'm actually at my place of business.
Well
Which
said.
is
Wallach.
closed. So technically, you can do whatever you want in there, right? After hours.
Yeah.
Well, if I want people to come show up at the store tomorrow, I probably should have pants on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of ways of ruining your business reputation, and that's one
Oh,
of them.
dude, I know all
Well,
about that.
There's a school field trip to the music store. Come on, kids, let's go into Zim's Guitars. Come on, let's all pick out musical instruments. That man's not wearing pants. Everyone out, kids. Everyone out. Hi, welcome to Zim's. No, don't get up. Don't get up. We're having a special on flutes. Where are you going?
Oh, Rock Daddy says that Chuck Norris was in that movie.
Leo Safko is right, because Dane is, obviously he's here because we're a funny show and Dane has a sense of humor, but you go into Zim's Guitars and he is a consummate professional. Friends of mine, including Neanderthal, have gone into Dane's store, which is located where, Dane?
We are in Mesa, Arizona. Alma School, on the corner of Alma School and Guadalupe. There it is.
There we go. There's Dane's address down there. If you're in Arizona, visit Dane at the shop, because jokes aside, he is a consummate professional with a big, beautiful store full of fucking guitars. Who doesn't want more guitars?
And believe it or not, on a couple, 3 or 4 days ago, a nice lady came in with her father. And she said, my brother watches the Johnny Beane show and he lives in Michigan and he made me come in here, and I gave him a bumper sticker and a couple of little things. So
nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, man.
That's very cool.
We got a friend in Michigan.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Michigan fans.
Can't Drive 55 wins the internet today. Breaking news. Guitar store owner in Mesa chats online pantsless in front of tens of customers. This is like the Mayhem commercial for the insurance company, where Mayhem's like, this is gonna get tens of views. Same with our show. This is gonna get tens of views.
Yep.
Johnny, go into the Discord and bring up,
Johnny,
go into the Discord and bring up photos that are posted there of Chris Holmes's guitar from Wasp. There are photos posted on there now.
This thing is nasty.
This thing is so gross.
This thing is nasty.
There it is. There it is, boys and girls. Look at that. The guitar is the one on the left. Chris is on the right. Look at the state of that guitar. It is rotted through, beaten up, shot up, dropped, dragged, played through, smoked on, shit on, jerked off on. That thing is a walking canker sore. And just
you're talking about the guitar.
That thing is that's what you call a heavy relic.
Chris is a friend.
Heavy relic right there. Heavy relic.
Listen, that's as relic as Pompeii after Vesuvius erupted. Just look at the rotted wood on that thing. And Chris rocks that thing. That's an X2N pickup in there.
And the whole bottom horn is completely missing, and it looks like he stuck a piece of metal across there.
Where the wood is missing, that's the part that broke off when Chris threw that guitar. And Chris knows it looks a lot like that Firebird he sold years ago. If you guys remember, we had that on the show. Chris sold a Firebird of his, and it looked like the Munsters lived in there. I mean, this is the Adams family of guitars. Just look at the wood on that thing. It's like a virus. You want to get it. You want to talk about vaccines. There's something to get vaccinated against. If you're ever going to touch that guitar, please be vaccinated for probably tetanus. I mean, just look at the state of that thing.
Weight relief right there.
And what's amazing is Chris, the mean man, rocks that thing, rocks the fuck out of that thing. He makes that piece of crap sound amazing. He rocks the fuck out of it. Just look at that thing. Imagine you got that for a Christmas gift. Hey, I got your guitar. Great. Oh, honey, that's so wonderful. And then you see the state of that thing. Holy hell.
False flag. Thank you so much.
Oh, Johnny, it's a false flag, and I'm not you, but here's more money. Thank you, false flag.
Thank you, false flag. We're not the same person.
It's like they exhumed that guitar out of a coffin. I mean, look at that thing. There should be a funeral for that guitar. Yeah,
weird.
and Vim69 brings up a great point. How does that guitar add to the tone wood debate? I don't even know. It's like there should be fungus growing off of that thing.
That guitar is tomb wood.
Yeah, that
I
thing
think the
is
whole
like
Tonewood debate should just be hammered into a coffin. It's dead. I don't think it makes any difference.
it's
You're
like
talking about electric guitars. It makes
it's
no
like
difference.
Chris is clean, but the guitar is on meth. You know? I mean, just look at that thing. And the fretboard's great. The fretboard's still good. The fretboard's clean, but the body of that guitar, I don't even know what if it's alder or I mean, right now it's
it's
like
all
morning
there.
wood. Right now it's morning wood.
It'd be a
All
great
there
video
wood.
to
Is it
send
all
to
there?
the-
Is it all
Moaning
there?
wood.
It'd be a great video to send it to that old luthier over there at Stuart McDonald, or what's the luthery school over there? Stu Mac, right? Send it to that old man and have him
Where?
fix that thing.
They got the one where you are. They got what is it? I know that place.
Roberto Van.
Roberto
School of
Van.
Luthery,
There you
but
go.
I was thinking the old guy that's in Athens, Ohio, that repairs guitars.
Leo
We'd have him
Safko has a
work
good
on
point.
that thing.
That
That'd be
guitar
fun.
would put hair on my chest if I tried to play that. That's a man's guitar. You hand that to a young boy.
is.
Here, son, that'll put hair on your chest. that poor guitar. I
Wow.
swear. It's like you've seen guitars. You ever see these YouTube videos with like guitars that are going back to like, they got caught in a house fire or an earthquake destroyed it or something, or it's like a survivor of Hurricane Sandy. It was underwater for like weeks and stuff and found it dug up in the sand. It's like worse condition than one of those. It's like one of those that a luthier would look and say, I can't replace that. I can't repair this. I can't finish
Just buy a
this
new
and
one.
fix it. Yeah, just get another thing. Let's see. Bozique says, I love Tonewood debates, Mancuda, because guitar YouTubers go nuts, dox and threaten to kill each other and their families. It's really good for ratings. There you go. Yeah, no, it's, dude, listen, I believe in certain things about Tonewoods. I do. I really do. Because I feel that like a maple body is brighter, than something like Koa or something. But I mean, realistically, I don't even know how he gets the tone he does out of that guitar. Tone.
Yeah. No, it's
I'll
all
tell you
about
what.
it's all about the amp.
No, it's all
about
about
the
that bass.
amplifier.
About that bass. No treble. It's all about that bass. About that bass. No treble. Yeah. No, it's got an X2N. I would send that guitar to Craig Vineham over at Vineham Pickups and say, Craig, can you change the tone of this guitar? He's like, what guitar? I just got some shit packing in there's like wood chips or something. It was is that the guitar?
Yeah.
Is that the guitar?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the X2N is a very powerful loud pickup. So that is going to bring
Very hot
any
pickup.
kind of
Is that
sound out of
is that a PV pickup or what's that pickup?
No,
DiMarzio.
X2N. It's a
Oh.
DiMarzio X2N. It rates usually about like 17, 18 on the scale. It's a really, really hot pickup.
Super hot.
Really hot. I love them. I have them in a few guitars. They're really, really cool. But holy shit, to be attached to that guitar. I don't even know how the pickup stays in it. I mean, if you look at that pickup, it looks like it's like ready to pop across the room just to escape, just to get out of there. Like it's going to pack its bags and say, fuck you, I'm out of here. It's like living in the
there's
ghetto
one right
of
there.
guitar bodies.
That's an original. That on the back of that one it says DiMarzio 1979. So that's
And by the way,
original.
Warlag says,
Cool.
look at this, Johnny. Warlag says, me and Craig Vineham are talking about 2 sets of pickups now, actually. I dropped you and Johnny's name, too. Ha ha. So that means we're getting sued probably by Vineham Custom Pickups. No, Vineham Custom Pickups, by the way, while we're talking about them, Vineham Custom Pickups, maker of the Mancuda Custom, beautiful hand-wound boutique guitar pickups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful by Vinum Custom Pickups. Even in Chris's guitar, Vinum Pickups can change the tone to whatever you want. Check out Vinum Custom Pickups because what they could do for your guitar is mesmerizing. The tones they can get out, they could change the pickups of whatever pickup, they could change the tone of whatever pickups you want. If you have a Duncan JB and you want something like it but less money, he'll hand wind something like that for you. So check out and contact Vinum Custom Pickups and tell him that Mancuda sent you. This way he will punch you right in the nose. Mancuda, who?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him you saw it on Talking Guitars and 80s Metal Live. Seriously.
And
He'll
tell him
take good care of you.
tell him Johnny would like one too.
Yeah, tell him. Tell him specifically Johnny would like one. I know he's getting you and Paulie something. Let's see. Mark Dillon uses Vinum pickups too. They're great pickups. They are. I got them in a couple of guitars. And of course, I carry these. Let's see. So go, Johnny, did you pull up? Yeah, you pulled up those photos, Chris Holmes. The idea that Chris gets great tone out of that guitar is mind-blowing. And wow, that's some name. Look at that name.
Yeah,
Holy shit. Just
I
under
think
Nightbot.
that's some kind of a
Yeah.
spam or something.
Yeah,
Well, President Zelensky
delete
is a
that
Jew,
name.
and we're very
Let me-
proud of him. So that guy's one hell of a leader. So he is a Jew. No problem. God bless him.
I'll take care of that. I'll take
Yeah.
care of that.
There you go.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm a Jew too, and I'm damn proud of it.
He used to be an actor,
So's my-
and I
so's
think
my
he
Jewish-
played a president
my
in
Jewish
some
homie.
movie or something.
So is my homie Joe Hervey. Yeah, what's funny is he was a comedic actor on a show that he played that he was the president, and now he's the president. Go figure.
Yeah, and his brother is
Anyway.
like a heavyweight boxing champ or something crazy like that. Yeah,
Is he?
his
I
brother.
didn't
Yeah,
know that. Oh, all right. Well, there you go. That's some name though. Wow.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia. So let's see. Let's take a look at the poll who everyone thinks is not wearing pants. I got 54% of the vote. Zim's got only 7%. Ned got 27%. And Johnny got 13%.
we
So
could do
there's a
like
very
with
there's a
the
very good
person not wearing
possibility it's me.
pants. Please stand up, and we could
Yeah, I
like,
know, really.
pretend to.
Oh, I'm trying to stand it. Oh, something's in the way.
Ned's got no pants on.
Something's in the way. Vim69, another Jewish homie. Thank you, man.
There we go.
Don't be sticking Ned's balls in
See?
the front of the camera.
Does Ned still have his balls,
No,
Johnny?
No, he doesn't.
No.
What happened to him?
I don't know, but mine are big and brassy and hard to run with. Every time I walk into the store, my brass balls are clanking together. I go into Trader Joe's with my mother. She's like, "What is that sound? It sounds like church bells going off." I said, "Those are my balls, Mom. Those are just my balls. Don't worry about it."
It's no wonder Ned kills everything he sees out in the yard. He's got no balls.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Bozique. Chichko brothers. The Chichko brothers. Yeah, they're fighters. God bless. Klitschko?
Edward Van.
The Clitoris brothers. Nedward Van Halen. Look at how cute Ned is. Johnny won't even
Ned
spotlight
says.
you.
Yeah, Ned says.
Look at look at how cute Ned is.
Thursdays at 7:59 p.m.
Look how cute Ned is.
Ned, can you hear me? Ned,
No,
Hey,
he
Ned.
can't hear you.
kill
He can't,
Ned.
he can't
Kill.
hear you. Right?
Ned,
what do you think?
Ned does kill. Ned comes in the house sometimes. Johnny's broadcasting, and you just see behind Johnny Ned walk in with like a mole or something.
Yeah.
He's got like a
Voles.
mouse in his mouth or something. Jesus Christ.
Voles.
Renus is enjoying seeing the pussy. Yeah. So we won't be talking about Gorky Pork today on the show. We will be talking about Chris Holmes, though. So yeah, again, Chris Holmes, we love you. We know you're a friend of the show, personal friend of mine. He's in France. He's starting his 7-week chemo treatment now. Give, if you haven't already, I know a bunch of our listeners have, and thank you so much. And thank you, Black Salami. So thank you, everyone who has given to Chris's cancer treatments. And we did put the address in the chat. Thank you. There it is. help Chris Holmes. Chris is once the cancer's over, he's gonna treat his guitar for cancer, because look at that thing. That guitar is like definitely not benign. He's like playing a tumor. Look at that thing. Wow. Look at that thing.
Heavy relic.
That's why Chris is the mean man, because you know what? He's brave enough to play that thing. And that is not today's show and tell guitar of the week, but clue for today's show and tell guitar of the week. If Chris's guitar is under the ocean, this guitar is usually over the ocean. There is your clue. Is that another owl? Another one got in the house?
Burr. What do you think in the chat? What do you think it is?
What do you think tonight's show and tell
the
guitar
ocean.
is? If Chris's guitar is under the ocean, my guitar, today's show and tell guitar of the week, is over the ocean. Yeah, Alice Martinez says that guitar needs serious help. Would it be funny if, like, Chris walks into the cancer treatments with the guitar and the doctor takes the guitar and says, I don't know, this is stage 4. I don't know.
Oh,
and Chris is like, no, it's me, stupid. It's me. It's me. Yeah, so we love you, Chris. Speaking of cancer, delicious Bang energy drink.
Ugh.
Delicious Bang energy drink. Today's flavor, by the way, is Cherry Blade Lemonade in its dazzling new can colors. Look how pretty that is. It's
You ever
like
tried-
pink and green.
You ever tried
Look at that.
pickle 7-Up?
My pickle. You want to try my pickle, Johnny? You know, it's really funny. I went through last night. I'm at my buddy's house. Shout out to my buddy Mike. And I'm at his house, and it's like 2 a.m. And I want to Taco Bell. And I go to the Taco Bell drive-thru, and sure enough, as the girl's handing me my food, I look to the register, and right next to it is a can of delicious Bang energy drink. And I was like, and I happened to, it was a used tampon. And I said, oh my gosh, did you just pull that out right there? I was looking at her taco. And no, I said to her, I said, oh my God, you know, you and I have something in common. And she's like, what? And I pull out, because I happened to be drinking a can at the time of Bang. I pull out of my cup holder. I said, delicious Bang energy drink. And she's like, oh my God, I love Bang energy drink. And she pulled out, she was drinking birthday cake. And literally, when I bought my can of Bang energy drink, because I didn't have it in my car, I stopped at the store. I said, you know, Bang represents me. Do I get a free can of Bang? They're like, not here. You got to pay for it. But I love that stuff. And the guy at the register was like talking about Bang for like 5 minutes with me. He's like, oh my God, I love this flavor and this flavor and this flavor and this flavor. And I was like, I get it. It's 2 a.m. You're bored. I get it.
Was this the guy? Was this the guy at the register?
That was him. That was him. Was he licking a honeycomb?
That's the dude that licked all the Taco Bell tacos.
All the shells. The taco
Oh, that's
shells.
the guy. I didn't hear about this.
It was years ago.
So this guy worked.
He's now working at. He's now working at McDonald's.
Yeah, well, clearly
So-
he can't be trusted around fast food tacos.
So, John, just because I'm really hungry, I haven't had any dinner, will you tell us what you ordered at Taco Bell, just so I can daydream a little bit about,
Sure. I ordered cheese quesadillo. I mean, cheese quesadilla.
Okay.
My mother just got all excited. A case of dildos? No, I ordered cheese and chicken quesadilla,
Nice.
and 4 taco supremes. 4 taco supremes. I love the taco supremes. It's got
Wow.
lettuce, tomato, sour,
Yeah.
sour cream. And
Was
they're
this the
probably
guy at
licked
the
by this guy.
register? Was this the guy at the register?
He's massaging his anus as we talk about Bang energy drink. He's like,
Good.
Bang energy drink. Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh
my
boy.
gosh.
He's fingering his anus.
Your food tastes like ass.
That's nice. He's fingering his anus while he's talking about Bang energy drink. Nothing gets me horny like Bang energy drink. That's
Wow.
awesome. That's awesome. By the way, Speaking of fingering his anus, so David Crosby was again in the news. He was bitching last week. We talked about him briefly. He was bitching about Spotify and they make dollars and pay us pennies. I'm taking my music off there, and it's like nobody cared. It's like if David Crosby takes his music off Spotify in the forest and nobody's listening, does anybody care? No, nobody cares, Crosby. Nobody cares. There he is. Nothing on but meh. Meh. Yeah, so David Crosby takes his music off Spotify. Nobody gives a fuck, okay, because nobody cares. Nobody likes the guy. Don't you think he's in the news this week again saying, my advice to young musicians, stay out of the business because you're only popular for a minute and then everyone hates you and blah, blah, blah. Listen, Crosby, that is you. Only you became a bitter old curmudgeon, bitching about everyone else's music, bitching about everything in the industry, bitching. My advice to who the fuck cares about your advice? It's like taking your advice on fucking grooming. You're like a fucking look at that thing. Look at that thing. Yeah, why don't we take Crosby's advice on a lot of things? Look at the groom on that thing. You're like one of those photos that shows up in those commercials from the eyes of an angel. You know, for 32 cents a day, these stray dogs have been abused. Look at them. They've been out in the winter look at that. They've been out in the winter in the snow. These abused dogs are matted and knotted fur. Look at that thing. You almost want to send money to David Crosby to get him out of the Humane Society, because look at that guy. Why would anyone take your fucking advice, you bitter, grumpy old curmudgeon? Look at that. Stay out of the business. Meanwhile, no one cares. Are you even in the business still? Are you still there? Are you still alive? Holy shit. How is Betty White dead and you're still alive? It's unbelievable. You look like your face has been shellacked. No one wants your fucking advice about the music industry. You had your time. It was a very brief time, and nobody has cared since. All you are is a big mouth. And yeah, Craven Soda says it best. Time to take old Yeller out behind the shed. Oh my God. I can do a side by side with David Crosby's face and Chris Holmes's yellow shit guitar. Do a side by side of those two. And I guarantee you would sooner kiss the guitar. Look at that face. It's like he was dragged along the pavement face down for years. Oh my God.
I just noticed he's got a suit on with a little red bow tie.
Yeah, he's ready for his own funeral. He's always wearing a suit. He's like, well, this is what I want to be buried in. So in case I keel over right here and now, I'm ready to go. We're ready for you to go too. Oh my God. Yeah, thrash metal. I'm sure you like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Alice still loves the guitar. Yeah, let me tell you something. The last time David Crosby will get laid is when he's laid to rest. Meh. This show is meh. Nothing on but meh. Oh my God. David Crosby, nobody loves you, man. Just nobody loves you.
I did notice, though, I remember this from years ago, that Melissa Etheridge married some woman, and they got sperm donation from David Crosby, and they raised a
Melissa,
baby.
Yeah, Melissa Etheridge is a lesbian. She married her wife, and they're like, okay, we'd like a kid. Great. Yeah. Let's think whose DNA we would like. If you were going to choose DNA as a sperm donor, if you're a lesbian couple and you want to have an artificial insemination because nobody wants David Crosby actually climbing on top of them, right? Could you imagine? I'm getting up here. Here we go. Here we go. I'm about to little cloud of dust pops out of his dick. Yeah. No one's gonna sleep with David Crosby. But if
Wow,
if you're looking for a sperm donor and you want like good DNA, why in the fuck? Why in the fuck, Melissa Etheridge? What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Because you're not a bad looking girl, right? She's not a bad looking girl, Melissa Etheridge. Okay. She's not smoking hot, but she's an attractive woman. Why in the world would you mix your DNA with David Crosby? Do you want your kid to look like that? Show that photo again, Johnny. Like that? That's going to be your kid. That's going to be your kid. And you know what's funny? The baby's going to come out looking just like that. Why the
Well,
fuck?
it's been like at least 20 years ago. So this is an adult now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not even a recent photo of him. Holy shit. Why would you take that guy's sperm? Take any guy. I would sooner have like a homeless guy randomly donate sperm than that, because you look at David Crosby, you know what you're getting. You know exactly what you're getting. Look at that face. Look at her.
Oh,
Nice
there
looking
she
woman.
is.
And there's the fucking Wendigo to the right of her. Look at that thing stalking the hills of Canada in the snow. It's the Yeti. It's the skiers, go away, Why in the world would you mix your DNA with that creature, that Wendigo, that fucking albino Wookiee? Look at that fucking Sasquatch. Look at that mess of a human being. Why in the world would you mix your beautiful DNA with that? I'll just give you one of my old crusty socks under the bed. And this is when he was 20, by the way, that photo. He was only 20 then. Look at that. That's him at 20 years old.
Oh, look at the
Scruffy
guy
nerf
smiling
herder.
in the background. That's the sun.
He looks
that
like a
the sun?
fucking bantha from Star Wars.
See if you can find
Those
Melissa's
big banthas
son.
that the Sand People rode. Holy shit. Of course he hated Eddie Van Halen. Van Halen was a good-looking guy with musical ability. King of guitar? Meh. Bullshit. Have you heard my recordings? No one has. I took them off Spotify. You'll never hear them again. They pay me pennies. He's like the crazy old man living in an alley in the city that your parents tell you not to go. Don't go near 3rd Street. Don't go near 3rd Street. Don't go near. There's a monster living in the alley. Oh, that's not true, Mom. Come on, gang. We're gonna walk right by 3rd Street and see this monster, my mama. Meh. Ah! Meh! Give me food. I'm homeless. Ah. That's the face you see when you pull away your shower curtain, and there he is. Look at that mongoloid. It's got something to say about everybody. Dude, you should... Oh, thanks for bringing the mood down, Bozique. Thanks. Thank you, Bozique. And yes, I'm not blaming Melissa Etheridge's kid, of course, because he had his problems. But as far as David Crosby, the sperm donor goes, don't ever ask Crosby for sperm, because he'll just start jerking off in your Starbucks. You want cream in your coffee?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's the guy that you could just imagine haunting a house, and Scooby and the gang. Let's see who he really is. Pull off his mask, Fred. They go to pull off the mask, and it's actually David's face. It's not a mask. No, that's not a mask.
It's old man Smithers.
Yeah, it's old man Smithers, the carnival owner. No, it's me. It really is David Crosby. There you go. Look at that fucking head. Jesus Christ. Help!
Oh, he's
I'm in one of
flipping.
those carnival rides. I can't get out. I'm going to
He's
throw up.
flipping out.
Oh, my gosh. No, this is like one of those old Scooby-Doo cartoons. Scooby-Doo meets Don Knotts today, and Don Knotts is helping them solve the mystery. I don't know who that really is. He thinks he sounds like and looks like David Crosby, but that's impossible. David Crosby's died 30 years ago. No, he's still alive. He looks like that. Oh, there. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your stupid dog. For your meddling kids. Meddling kids. Yeah. That's really him. That's really David Crosby. So there you go. Once again, David Crosby gives advice and nobody cares. The youth of today. Greta Van Fleet doesn't want your advice, David Crosby. Nobody wants your advice about the music business. Okay, you're a bitter old curmudgeon bitching about everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Well, the truth is, it doesn't matter if he sells on Spotify or if he doesn't sell on Spotify, because his audience, they still buy 8 tracks. That's the truth.
Burn.
That's the truth.
Crank up the old Victrola and buy one of my 78s.
Freedom rock.
Hey, man, is that Freedom Rock?
Far out.
Far out, man. David Crosby pulls out in his custom van. He's got one of those vans with the carpeting inside and one of those bubble windows on the side.
Yeah.
Look, you press the button and the seat returns into a bed. Just in case, groupies and all.
Gropies.
Groupies. That's what I do when I go to a school. Hey, kids, groupies.
Oh, my God.
Get in line. Oh, boy. He's like one of those characters in like a David Lee Roth video, where David Lee Roth does these over-the-top characters going into the 7-Eleven and not if he was the last immigrant grocer on earth, honey. Son of a bitsky, my ancestors spit on your haircut. Meh. You got any Bang energy drink? No. Son of a bitsky, your music sucks. I don't even like Spotify. Go away.
Spitify.
And stop dragging your balls on the freshly washed floor. Can't help it.
Thanks for sweeping the floor.
David Crosby is like, if he was the David and Goliath, he would be taking his ball sack and swinging it overhead like a sling. Goliath. Jesus Christ. They're doing a remake of the Cosby Show, except instead of Bill Cosby, it's David Crosby. It's going to be called The Crosby Show. Theo, where are you? I got advice for you, son. Don't get in the music business.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Bill Crosby. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of 80s music.
Speaking of 80s, madam. Now we're really getting into the 80s.
Well, he's in his 80s.
How old is David Crosby? That man can't be in his 80s.
He's in his 90s, definitely.
He's gotta be.
How old is Crosby?
That guy's teetering on the edge of life.
Yeah, because the Byrds, he was in the Byrds, and they had their hit songs in like the late 60s. So
last time I saw Crosby with Byrds, he was chasing pigeons.
At least he was probably 20 when he was in the Byrds, and that was
chasing him down the street for breadcrumbs. Yeah, if you hate David Crosby, leave a thumbs up on the video, because why not? Little act of rebellion. Jesus rapes me. He is not 80. Tell me that guy's 80. That guy looks like he crawled out of a sarcophagus.
He was arrested for all kinds of drugs back in the day. So
you think?
So he looks a lot older than he actually is.
How old is he, really? How old is Crosby? I'm going to guess older than 100. Johnny put a survey in the
Siri.
chat.
How old is David Crosby?
David Crosby is 80 years old.
No fucking
That's it?
way.
That sounded like false flag a little bit.
Now you know where I get the voice.
He's 80 years old.
Hey Siri, can you turn on David Crosby's sound system to 9 and play Metallica? What? Why is that going off? Can't Drive 55 says cut him in half and count the rings. Yeah, that guy is like a character out of Lord of the Rings.
Uh-oh, what's going on out there?
Is that traffic coming from
A
you, Dave?
giant motorcycle, a Harley just drove by.
Is that Paul?
No, he went
Paul's
down behind the
like,
store.
not doing the show tonight.
You can all go to hell. I'm going to David Crosby's.
Oh,
Yeah,
speaking
no.
of concerts, Mammoth is here in town, I believe, on Friday.
Whoa.
I
Nice.
know.
I heard
We
they're
should
in
go to
San
that, right?
Diego today. Is that true?
Probably so. I should go to that.
Yeah.
Who was Mammoth playing with recently? Greta Van Fleet?
Dirty Honey.
Dirty Honey.
Dirty
That's
Honey.
what they're
Dirty
playing
Honey.
with now.
Dirty Honey. Okay. You know who is I keep saying this. I'm going to say this again. I want you guys to watch this. In 4 days, they have their first single being released. The band is called, get your notepads. I've talked about this. I've said Sense the Bigness, and I'm making this prediction. I made this prediction, and I'm sticking with my guns on this. I predict the band American Slang is going to be the next Dirty Honey or Greta Van Fleet. I've made this prediction. They're going to be opening a few shows on some of those tours, I believe, and their first single, Gypsy, is coming out in 4 days. So I want you to watch for that. I want you to let me know, but by next week, you'll let me know what you think of the single. I've said this before. I love the newest generation of rockers that are coming out that were very, very influenced by the 80s rock and metal bands. And a lot of people, Dirty Honey, Greta Van Fleet, bands like that, they've started, looking at like late 70s rock, 80s rock and metal, and they're taking that influence and they're playing instruments again, which is such a godsend to see like new metal coming out. But watch for American Slang. Watch for them opening shows coming soon. I know they have a date coming up, I think in, I want to say May or June at the Whiskey. At the Whiskey. They're not opening with John Biel. But
And who's opening up?
Dane
No, I
Zimmerman.
don't think it's got that one.
Is that no Dane's band, the Whiskey Dogs.
Who's going to be outside trying to get in?
That's yeah. I will go to that show because I want to see them live, and I like them a lot. They're another one of these really young bands. They're teenagers, but they're influenced by metal, and they're good. They're really good. And I'm telling you, watch for them because they're one to watch. They're absolutely one to watch. And they're going to be playing at the Whiskey. Yeah, well, watch, listen, check them out. They're really good live. They play a lot in where they play. I think at a Tennessee right now. I know they've played the Criterion and some other big houses, but I know to just watch for them. Just look up sometime this week, put a watch on them or whatever. American Slang and their first single, Gypsy. Just watch for it and let me know what you think. Let me know in the chat, in the comments on the video. Leave comments in the video in a couple of days when that comes out because
I would love to see that happen.
I'm predicting big things. They're good. They're really good. They're really good. You're going to see. I know there's interest from some major players on that. So I'm just I've said this for months. I've known about them. I've seen them. I've talked to them. They're going to be good. So Kentra 55 says, serious question here. What does everyone think about The Warning? I've been warning you about David Crosby, and I've been warning you. You know, he's the only American that's pro-Russian right now. No, what is The Warning? Seriously, I'm not familiar with the band.
Hopefully, that is a band he's talking about.
It sounds like a Queensryche album to me. I don't know.
That was the second Queensryche album, but I know it's not. I know it's not because Jeff Tate's band is called Operation Mindcrime. And speaking of Queensryche, well, I'm waiting to hear about The Warning because I don't know what specifically. And yeah, Bozique, they're similar to a Dirty Honey. They're similar to Dirty Honey, but with more 80s metal edge to them, American slang. So check them out. Kentra 55, a girl band from Mexico, The Warning. I'm not familiar with them. I'm going to look them up now after the show, not this minute, but after the show, I'll check them out. If they're good, I'm always looking out for new blood, new bands, bands like Heat and Crazy Licks and, stuff like that. I'm always on the lookout for that.
Dane.
Yeah.
Is this worse? Is this
Dean ML. It looks like a Dean ML.
It does look like a Dean.
Is this worth $236 US?
It
looks it.
Let's think it's probably an import. Where are these made? In Indonesia?
Neck. Yeah, that's
I don't know many guitars that are not worth $200. I mean, how bad does a guitar have to be to not be worth $200?
If the neck is twisted or the truss rod does not work, those are the two worst possible things. You'll never get it to play good.
I think we've seen a guitar that's not worth $200.
I'll tell you what, a lot of collectors would pay big money for that guitar.
I'd give $200 all
Chris
day
won't sell it, but I know people.
So Symmetry, my good Twitch GTA buddy, weeknights, 10 p.m. He says this is $300 Canadian, so it's about $235. He says US. Is it worth
$2.35?
I would say that's going rate. I would say he's not getting the smoke and dill, or he's not extremely overpaying. I would say
smoke
that's
and dill.
Going rate. Yep, it's not a smoke and dill. It's going rate.
See, says the guy in the guitar store. So
there you go. That's an authority right there. That's a guitar authority.
Yes. I mean, look at him.
He looks like a guitar authority. He's got a guitar behind him. He's got strings behind him. There's an amp there. Looks like a guitar authority to me.
I mean, that green screen looks real.
That's funny. Dane's really in a closet. It's a green screen.
Oh, that's a poster.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm in my closet.
Christopher Live Sawa says, The Warning looks like three girls. He's going to pass. Do you not like girls in rock? No. I mean, do you not like girls in rock? Some guys, it's very funny. Some guys, and I don't know that many of them, but some guys won't listen to metal from girls. And I think I know a lot of girl bands that rock. I mean, you look at the Iron Maidens, you're looking at Lita Ford, Soraya, Vixen. I mean, there's a lot of good girl metal bands. Phoenix Vanderweeden. I mean, I could just go on and on and on and on. I don't care if it's a girl or guy. Metal is metal. I mean, if you're telling me, that post your favorite girl band in the chat. I'm curious, you guys.
There's a thing about three-piece bands, though. It's kind of the curse of the three-piece. It's hard to get a lot of attention when you're only a three-piece band. It's tough. Even playing the local bars, when you show up and you tell the bar owner, hey, we're a three-piece, and it's hard to draw people. It's tough as a three-piece.
I agree with that. See, there's a difference, though. I don't care if it's a girl or a guy. Three pieces are hard. I mean, you got, certain guys could pull it off. You got Zebra, pulled it off very well. Rush, of course, pulled it off very well. Certain bands can pull it off.
The
But I
Police.
agree. I agree. You're at
Yeah,
a
the
real
Police.
weak. Yeah, the Police. You're at a real weakness when you have a 3-piece band. I agree, because that is really hard. Yeah, Nita Strauss is an incredible shredder.
Right on, man.
The Iron Maidens, Judas Priestesses, Betty Blowtorch, the Bangles. The Bangles? I mean, they were good. I don't think they're, big metal band. But yeah, no, I mean, I like rock bands. The Runaways, Joan Jett. There are a lot of heavy
What about
rocking
that
girls.
band?
Yeah, this girl band here, Poison, the new version, the new incarnated. Look how hot that one in the bottom right corner is. Oh my God. Yeah. That's Jane Hannon in the bottom right is her name.
Oh, crap.
There we go. No,
I went to bed too late and got up too soon.
yeah,
Just leave the bottom left one alone.
Bozique says a power trio is a tried and true blues tradition. And that's true. That's true. But
Yeah.
even though metal is derived from the blues, like most music is, I have a hard time with metal bands that are trios. I think a lot of people do, because you're adding some sounds in there. But look, I mean, blues is a whole different thing. You had one guy on the bass, and one guy on a drum or something. But
Well, usually there's one bass player.
yeah, but it's different. Blues is a different style of music to play as a trio versus metal.
I think Cream was a 3-piece. Robin Trower Band was a 3-piece. Triumph was a 3-piece.
Was Triumph a 3-piece?
Yeah.
I did not know that. But I agree. I think it is harder as a 3-piece band.
Grand Funk Railroad. I'm thinking about old shit from the 70s. Once the 80s rolled around, it was really tough as a 3-piece.
Do you like Dane Mancuta's 3-piece set? Did you enjoy that?
I'm not sure what that is.
They're actively playing under the table right now.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
So it's sort of an underground thing there.
ZZ Top is a good example of a 3-piece band that made it very well.
Nirvana.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about Nirvana.
Nirvana.
I don't want to hear about Nirvana. They played miserable music.
Until they started to
maybe they
tour,
would have been happy. Maybe Kurt Cobain would have been happier if Nirvana was a 4-piece. And he would have been so miserable.
Once they got popular, and then they ended up as a 4-piece.
They became a 4-piece.
Yeah, a lot of bands do that. The Goo Goo Dolls, right? They were a 3-piece. And then eventually you need somebody to play those rhythm guitar parts. So you
Warlag says Motorhead was a 3-piece for a while. But when did they become a 4-piece?
I think they did 1 or 2 albums. Neanderthal would know, but I think they did 1 or 2 albums where they were a 4-piece. Yeah.
But you know what? Motorhead had Lemmy. Lemmy could do a solo act and just be amazing. Lemmy was like one of the kings. If there was like a Mount Rushmore of metal, Lemmy's face would be one of those on there.
Right.
You'd probably have like of singers. I mean, you'd certainly have Lemmy on there as one of them. Let's see. Triumph was a 3-piece until the last couple of years they were together and became a 4-piece. That's interesting. I was not aware of that about Triumph. Let's see. Warlag. They had 2 guitarists for the rock and roll album. There it was. Yeah, I mean, Motorhead does no wrong. They really don't. I mean, for fuck's sakes, it's Lemmy. It's Lemmy. There's no wrong there. Yeah, but as far as female bands go, I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. If you're a player, you can't tell me Nilly Broche rips apart a guitar. Oh my God. She rips apart. Look at Phoenix Vanderweeden. She shreds incredibly. Nita Strauss, Lita Ford, all those girls. I don't care if they're guys or girls. I mean, they're fucking great. Let's see.
I thought Stevie Ray Vaughan had a keyboard player. I'm pretty sure they were probably a 4-piece.
Leo Safko says, I look like Richie Kotzen and Dan Aykroyd had an illegitimate love child. I should go ask Mama Kuda because I think she slept with both of them, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, John, no. I slept with a lot of people, but not those two.
Oh yeah, Phil.
Then again, it was
Phil X
dark.
is
It was
cool.
dark in that parking lot when you were conceived. I don't know who was there. There we go. Anyway, looking at other stuff. Let's see. We won't talk about Gorky Park today. Skipping that. Joe Perry sold his house. Joe Perry of Aerosmith. Did you hear this? He was trying to sell an estate in Massachusetts he had with a Les Paul shaped swimming pool guitar. Johnny, you over there?
But when you're in Boston, how often do you actually go swimming, right? It's cold up there.
Yeah, 3/4 of the year. It's a 4-season state. Johnny, you over there? Johnny left. He's watching another show. He's watching another show.
Yeah, he went over to that other channel that's live streaming.
Johnny went to watch that other guy, that State of the Onion or something. I forgot what it was. Johnny's like this in front of the TV right now. It's like, Johnny.
Or else he's getting ready. He's pull your pants
Johnny, check out Joe Perry of Aerosmith's estate he just sold. He had this big guitar-shaped swimming pool. This is pretty cool. It's shaped like a Les Paul. And he was selling this estate. Hysterical. Estate.
Aerosmith guitarist Joe Perry has sold 5-bedroom, 8-bedroom estate in Duxbury, Massachusetts. Doesn't John Biel live there?
Maybe John Biel's the buyer. How well is that Saturday night show doing? Maybe Johnny. You know, a lot of people are selling out the musical catalog, Johnny. Maybe John Biel sold out the rights to Saturday Night Live and bought that house.
Probably.
There's Joe Perry. God bless him. Rocking along. Show that.
Yeah, because he grew up in those neighborhoods there. So
look,
he knows that. Yeah.
I'm very proud to have been born and bred in New York. I'm a very proud Long Islander. Even though I have a place in Hollywood, California, I also spend part of my year in New York. Because New York is such a home to me. I mean, that's where I'm born and bred. So I understand where Joe Perry's coming from, going back to Boston.
Is that really the pool?
Let's see. It's a Les Paul shaped swimming pool.
Yeah. Hey,
Look
Holly.
Look at this, guys. Hey, Holly.
Holly, I was talking to Steve Rosen today. He mentioned your name.
There it is. How cool is that? It's a Les Paul shaped swimming pool. It's kind of neat, right? I mean, it's a big freaking estate, but look at the pool.
Yeah, I see a lot of pools that are shaped like Les Pauls. Brian Ray, who is McCartney's guitar player, has a house in Palm Springs with a Les Paul swimming pool, and it even has the Gibson logo in it and everything.
Yeah, I've seen ones that are even more guitar shaped like that. I want to get one like a freaking BC Rich Ironbird. I want to get a pool put in that's shaped like a BC Rich Ironbird with all those heavy points.
Yeah,
that'd
be awesome.
I've had Ironbirds as the show and tell guitar of the week on the show, and they're fucking great. How cool was that? You walk into the backyard and it's a BC Rich Ironbird or a Mockingbird or something.
Yeah, that would be epic.
I would love something like that. Yeah, so if John Biel bought that estate, that would be pretty cool. That means we're all having a housewarming party at John Biel's. We're going to do a live stream from Boston over there.
Get Nerd Hale into play over there.
That's what I'm thinking. If I don't think John Biel watches this. But
how could we get a Nerd Hale?
Wait, what do you mean John Biel doesn't watch
Dog
this?
show? But
what do you mean? You always say John Biel. Of course, John Biel watches.
John Biel.
Sure he does.
Yeah, I'm actually talking to False Flag, which is me. So I hear voices in my head. But I'm wondering how close John Biel is to that. If we could get like maybe.
Well, it's a very small state. I mean, compared to Arizona, it's like just probably a hop, skip, and a jump right down the street.
John Biel, are you watching? I want, because if they're selling that house, they give tours. Like you can go in there and get a tour of the actual place.
Of which place? John Biel's place?
Of Joe Perry's.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and he could take his fiance, and they could be like, "Hey, yeah, we're very rich,
He just has
kind
to
of high
dress
class
up,
people, and
dress up real nice.
my
Yes,
fiance here,
I'm a,
so
yes,
work with
I'm
us a
a,
little bit,
I'm a
okay?"
wealthy television star, and yeah, there I am. As you see, I'm playing stadiums.
We'd
I
like to
sell a lot of
tour.
Colonel's popcorn. I've got my own
I'm
spotlight.
I'm sponsored by delicious
Yeah.
Colonel's Gourmet Popcorn. You'll notice.
Yeah.
That's
That's
me
where
in
I get
concert
my
right there.
shape.
And we'd like
I'm
to tour this home here.
yes. I'm not going to
Never heard
say
of
I'm
Joe
a
Perry. Don't know
celebrity,
who
of course,
Aerosmith
but
is.
I don't want to use my celebrity. But of course, to access the house, I brought my swim trunks for the pool. Just want to give it a test drive before I consider buying the estate. Come on, kids.
It'd be cool if
Johnny
Joe had an old
John
shed.
Beane
What if
has
he
a
had an
bus-
old shed out in the back and he had his bunch of old Camaros out there or something, right?
John Beale
He's a
brings
car
a
collector.
busload of orphans. He brings a busload of orphans. Come on, kids, in the pool. Come on. Just bringing the kids.
There they
There they
are.
There we
The
go.
whole gang.
Yes, this is my producer, Johnny Beane, my personal assistant, Neanderthal. That, of course, is me. There's Jay Hannon, of course, my publicist. Michael the Captain Smith, my bodyguard. My personal entertainment guru, Caleb Rappaport. And I'm not going to say the other child's name. He's too big a celebrity, but associated
The guy
with Van
all the
Halen.
dreams. Yeah.
Associated
And
with
then we
Van
could have
Halen.
like a housewarming party and we get Nerd Halen to play.
Now
Fly
it's a
bunch of
party.
People in. Yeah. Fly everybody in the chat. Fly them in.
Yeah, the
Big
property
old
value will
housewarming.
skyrocket. There you go. Mama Kuda Airlines. Mama Kuda will be flying everyone in her plane. Fly them over to
Mhm.
Boston.
Get
Yeah.
Nerd Halen to
You
play.
can drive too.
There we go. She'll fly everyone in Wonderbug. I gotta drive everybody. It's like the school field trip. You know, it's like, every parent has to bring a couple of kids. You carpool. My mom's like, wait, I have to bring more kids, so I gotta pick them up. All right, we're gonna pick them up. We'll drive it. It takes like 40 minutes to get down the block because there's a stop sign. You got to stop to complete stop. Kid's looking at his watch. Where's Mancuda's carpool? What the fuck? Where's Mama Cuda? I'll get you to the museum on time.
That's John Biel, Alice. Alice, you should be right there in the middle.
Alice Martinez. Here's the story.
Put that picture back in because you can put that picture. Now you can almost see.
Looks like David Crosby's the legitimate sperm
on
children.
there. Yeah, Neanderthal kind of looks like he's got a smirk on his face, like he's got
smirk?
something. Yeah, he's got a smirk on his face.
A schmirk full of schmegma? Here's the story of a man named Crosby. And women
Nerd
always
Halen's
left him
kind of
on
got
his
a look on
own.
his face, like, man, I got to get on a cruise ship, and he looks a little worried about it, doesn't he?
He does look concerned, doesn't he?
He looks a little concerned. What did I get myself into? I
Well, I think he's concerned because John Biel's to the left of him wearing a dress.
Yeah.
That would concern me too. I'd be concerned. You want to talk about concern? I'd be damn concerned. By the way, these beautiful graphics are by Cobra Kai Platoon. If you guys are not familiar, the great Cobra Kai Platoon.
Yes.
Great
Love 'em.
work.
Love them. Thank you, Cobra Kai.
Thank you
Graphics,
so much.
graphics are genius. They really are.
They really are.
They
Some
really
good
are.
stuff.
They really are.
They really are.
They really are.
By the way, there's a lot of cool projects coming out. I just heard that Kirk Hammett is doing now Kirk Hammett, obviously guitarist to Metallica, he's coming out with a lot of other projects not related to Metallica. And one of them is he's writing 2 comic books. He's co-writing 2 comic books. Now, other rock stars have written comic books and graphic novels. I know, there's one recently of Motley Crue, The Dirt. There's one about Dio. And you've had ones written by rock stars like Coheed and Cambria, wrote their whole story in graphic novels and different chapters. And then Umbrella Academy, Gerard, what's his name? For My Chemical Romance.
No idea.
My son would.
Well, he wrote Umbrella Academy, which is terrific and a great show. But Kirk Hammett is writing 2 comic books. Let's see, they're in conjunction with. Let's see.
Now, if he was illustrating them, right, I'd be impressed. Is he doing
he's
all the
not
illustrations?
He's not an artist. He's not an artist. Okay, but it's in conjunction with Image Comics and Skybound and AMC. AMC, who does Walking Dead, Image Comics, of course, big comic book company. But he's writing 2 of them. Let's see. Let's see what these are called. Let's see. One is called I can't even pronounce this word. Oubliette. Let's see. No, wait. I'm sorry. Kirk's comic is called. Hold on. Knights of Lono. Knights of Lono. That's his comic. Now he's co-writing it. He's co-writing it with a writing partner, Marcel Feldmar, and Oubliette is with him and New York Times bestselling author Brendan Fletcher, who writes Batgirl, Gotham Academy, a couple of the Batman titles for DC. So those 2 books are going to be based on AMC's network shows, including the original graphic novel Miss Fisher's First Mysteries, based on the Acorn TV series Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries, and Shudder's Creep Show From Script to Scream, which is by Greg Nicotero, who you know from Walking Dead. Shout out to Greg. I know him. So 2 comic books. Now, the thing about Kirk is a big horror fan. He collects horror items. His guitars, his ESP guitars, are graphics of the old Dracula movie poster, the old Frankenstein movie poster, the Mummy, all the classic Universal monsters and stuff. Very big into horror, but he's written a coffee table book, if you remember a while back, that showcases his horror collection. He's had museum displays of his horror collection. He collects a lot of movie props. I used to deal with him when I worked for an auction house. He's very big into the old Universal monsters and 50s horrors, 40s horror, 30s horror, Nosferatu, all that classic horror stuff. So he's done projects before, but now he's entering the comic book world with those 2 titles, Knights of Lono and Oubliette. I know I'm butchering that. I'm sorry. So keep an eye out for that. I mean, the thing about him is he's very, very passionate about horror, and I could see that leading to probably some good stories being written, because that's his thing. That's what he's known for. And thank you, Boner Jam. Stop to spread love and gonorrhea. All right, because who doesn't want both of those things? Not enough of both of those in the world. Thank you, Boner.
Thank you, Boner Jams. And great show on Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah. Metal Wednesday Live.
Yeah.
Every last with Jay Hannon, the great Jay Hannon, the band Gizmachi and Boner. That's Metal Wednesday Live every last Wednesday of the month. So we all look forward to that. Good shows. But yeah, I mean, the thing about Kirk Hammett, like I said, when he's passionate about something, I know the guy gets a big rap about, leaning on the wah pedal when he's playing and blah, blah, blah. And you either love him or hate him, the whole 9 yards. I mean, he's one of the nicer guys out of Metallica because, I've said before, James and Lars are dicks. Even though the music's
the mean
great.
ones.
Yeah, they are the mean ones. They're even mean to him. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like 2 guys are nice in Metallica and 2 guys are not so nice, even though the music's awesome. I mean, you can't argue with Metallica. Metallica rocks as a band, obviously, especially the first 5 albums. But getting back to Kirk, like Jay says, sometimes he's not as great as a guitarist, and sometimes he's awesome. But when it comes to someone's passion, Kirk's is horror, and I don't know. I have good expectations. I don't think, with all those connections between Image and Skywald and AMC, I don't think they're going to let it be fucked up and anything but good, because comic book fans are really picky. I'm a super big comic book junkie. I don't think they're going to let him write garbage. He's got a co-writer there. If his ideas aren't great, I'm sure the co-writer is on both of those books. One's an established comic book writer, one's a best-selling author. So I don't think either of those is going to be bad. And AMC is doing shows based on them. I don't think you're going to do any wrong. So there's something to keep an eye out for. And he's a cool guy. You always want to back up stuff that he's behind if you can. And like I said, I think they'll be good reads, and they'll probably be good AMC shows. I mean, good horror sells right now. Especially after Walking Dead just revamped horror so much into the populace. I think it's a hot topic for TV and film and stuff. And there's so many good horror comics now out there that I think it'll fit right in. I think he'll fit right in. So look, good for Kirk.
Very good.
We wish him much success with those projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know his band didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, if that music thing doesn't work out, Kirk, there's always horror. Hey, Mad
We need
Dog.
some money. We need some money. Yeah, no. Oh, wow. Kurt 5150. Shania, though.
You saw Shania instead of Metallica?
Shania was hot.
Say your prayers, Mr. One. Don't forget my... Wait a minute. There's 2 empty seats in the 3rd row. Wasn't that supposed to be Kurt 5150 and his wife? Hold on, guys. Stop playing. What? Shania Twain?
Kurt 5150.
James also gets calls from Kurt with a C. Metallica Incorporated. Oh, Kurt with a C? Oh,
I got boner. Jay's here.
Yeah, boner gems. We try not to use the K word while on the show. Jay starts getting PTSD from it.
I got a guitar I want to show Jay.
Oh,
does it already have a return label, or let's see what it has.
what do you think, Kurt?
Kurt doesn't look pleased. Kiesel. What the fuck?
Oh,
That's an Ibanez case. That's an Ibanez Prestige case.
what is that?
What do we got there? What do we got there?
Wait a minute.
Jeff
Is Jay watching?
Jeff Weasel.
Is Jay still in here?
Jay's still in here.
There he is. He's here.
Jay's starting to twitch when he hears the word Kiesel. He breaks out in hives. Most of us just get irritable bowel syndrome. Hey now. What do we got there? Don't drop it. Don't be like another show.
Ah.
Ooh, look how pretty. What model is that? What year is that? Is that a 550? Is that a 570? I can't read it, Dane. What does it say? What model is that?
Let me get my other glasses.
It's a 770.
Someone's calling to buy it right now.
Yeah.
What is this? 770?
Okay. What? You want that guitar?
What
yes,
year?
I've been. That's one of the Ibanez RGs that I've been looking for a while.
Random caller.
Man,
During the day.
call him during the day.
Yeah, I've been having a huge boner about that guitar for years.
What year is that?
What year is it?
Yeah, what year is that?
I don't
Is that
know.
a
What year is
reissue or
it?
is that an
To
original?
do, I bought, believe it
What
or
year
not,
is it?
guys, I bought like over $10,000 worth of guitars yesterday, and this was one of them.
Well, read the serial number. Well, Johnny, ask him what the serial number is.
What's the serial number?
Okay, here we go.
He's gonna read it.
It's a good looking
I got
item.
Tonight's serial number is. Oh yeah, put on your glasses.
Okay.
I got mine on already.
Tonight's winning lotto numbers are
F.
You.
F. Wait, what?
You.
Wait, hold on. Made in Japan. F.
Oh, it's
F,
made in Japan. Oh no.
It's made in Japan, Jay. You still want it?
I know that.
Dane, will you ship that guitar?
I'll ship it to Jay. Yeah.
Okay.
F08.
F08.
Okay, so it's an 08, really?
So it's an 08, really?
Ooh.
I bought this from McKnight,
All right, let
and
me,
it's mint.
He
I
bought
bought this
that
from
from
McKnight.
Phil McKnight.
It's mint, bro.
So
It's beautiful
It's
color.
all-
Really?
It's a crazy color,
it's a crazy color.
and
Yeah, those are badass, dude.
It's beautiful.
Well, if Dane feels like hooking a brother up. All
Dane,
right,
that
we'll,
screams Jay Haddon.
Tell
Oh.
Dane we'll chat.
Hold it for Jay Hannon. Jay Hannon.
HANNO.
It sucks because it's like $250 to ship a guitar nowadays. So I might as well fly out to get it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I have a huge raging hard on over here.
Love the blue inlays. That's nice.
Anyway. All right, I'll let you guys get back to the show. I know I'm holding everything up.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no, this is
dude,
cool.
you're killing time. This show really sucked.
Yeah, no, the fucking Tuesday
All right.
nights. We got nothing. We got nothing on Tuesday.
Oh,
What are you kidding? This is the best part of the show. This is the highlight, kids.
Yeah.
oh, you said that on the air. Wow.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
Johnny's also
Dude,
black
I've always
salami.
loved the maple board with the blue shark tooth inlays. Like that is like killer.
That's
Absolutely
killer.
killer. It's one of my
Killer.
favorite like non signature Ibanez guitars. That one. You know,
killer.
it's great. Absolutely beautiful.
oh, I do
All right.
have pants on too.
Nice.
Oh, well, there
Yeah,
goes the contest.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, I'll see you soon.
All right.
Ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen,
Bye-bye.
that was Jay Hannon, the great Jay Hannon of the band Gizmachi. By the way, if you have not gotten the last Gizmachi CD, Johnny, I think you have an address for that. Because I know the
Do I?
reviews on the last Gizmachi CD were really good. Why don't you put that in the chat?
Let's see where that goes.
There we go.
That might actually go there.
Is that it? Nightbot has the link right now. Jay would look good with that guitar, man.
Okay, it's got this
My
one.
my mother's pussy is getting wet right now thinking of Jay playing that guitar. Oh, Jay Hannon, yeah, the band Gizmachi, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that handsome Jay Hannon. So, what do you think, Dane? You gonna hook Jay up with that guitar?
If he calls me, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
Oh, I think he's gonna call you, man. That's a good looking guitar. I think that's right up Jay's alley, right?
He just said how much he wants. He loves that.
By the way, the Gizmachi CD link, Jay just put it in the chat. 7/8 has the link right there in the chat. If you want to check out the new Gizmachi CD, definitely worth a couple of bucks, boys and girls. During these hard touting times, nothing like a little bit of good metal to check it out. Help relax you during these stressful times. Nice. Yeah, Jay's going to get that guitar. That's a good looking axe.
Yeah.
Blue with the maple board. Yummy.
That's Jay's new guitar.
Yeah,
Everybody.
I could see that. I could see that. And those things play like butter. Right? They're cutting a deal right now. What was
Nice.
that? My mother
No,
heard
I'm
that
not going to
sound.
think about it
Is
until
that another
tomorrow.
zipper? Is that another zipper unzipping? I have a customer? No, what was that? Oh, Johnny, it was your jacket. Oh. 1,000 clits just went ding-a-ling hearing that zipper sound.
Jay saw that guitar and it was like,
Zip.
Gotta raise money to get that guitar. I'll be at the Glory Hole at the 7-Eleven. I'll see you later. Now that Ibanez, that's a good looking Ivy.
yeah, you'll hold that guitar for Jay, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's back here.
yeah, that's gonna be Jay's new guitar. I can see it.
You know.
He can call me
Bozique said-
during the day if he wants to chat about it.
Bozique wants to make sure you put a return label in there, Dane.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, we don't want Jay sending that guitar back. That's the one guitar we want.
That's
Jay to
not
keep.
going back. That's not going back.
I
There's
mean, you
no
heard
way that-
how excited he was about that.
Yeah, because Jay knows Ibanez. Jay has a couple of really good Ibanezes, so he knows the quality of those. It's not like a Kiesel where it's like hit or miss, shit or miss. You order blue, it comes gray. You order 7-string, it comes 6.5. You order a bass, it's a ukulele. You order 2 pickups, it comes with half of one. You order a hard case. There's no case. Comes with an egg crate.
Gig bag,
He comes with a gig bag.
paper
Yeah,
sack.
listen, I need a flight case. Kiesel sends you a paper bag. What? Paper bag with wings. What?
Yeah.
Johnny, what is Jay doing to earn the money to make that guitar again? Where's that album cover?
He's laughing.
If he
Where's that
sells a
album cover?
bunch of Gizmachi albums tonight,
Where's that Poison album cover, Johnny?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Everybody go over to Bandcamp and download Jay's album. How much is your album? Is it $1?
Whatever.
I'm
it
being
is, it's
serious. I'm
worth
being
it.
serious. How much do you have it set for? Well, actually, I could go over there, I guess.
Not this album, by the way. This is not the album you'll be downloading.
$10. It's
There you go.
Wait, buy a CD.
You buy a CD. Why wouldn't you buy a CD?
I heard the guy's not even sending CDs out.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
If Jay says buy a CD, buy a CD. If you enjoy the show, you'll enjoy Gizmachi's music. Buy a CD. It's a couple of bucks. Support those that entertain you.
Ships out within 10 days.
Yeah, that's absolutely worth a couple of bucks, please. Absolutely. And it does not have this limited production album cover on it.
It could.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. If Jay dresses like that to earn money to buy that Ibanez, I'm first in line.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. $15 signed by the band, which is much better than William Shatner's $600 signature or whatever he was charging at the time. Nice.
Leo. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Those are how many guys in the chat like those hot chicks on that album cover?
What do you think of the bottom
Yeah.
left one? Yeah.
The bottom left is smoking.
Look at that.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. I'm a big advocate for the trans community, and this is a perfect example. Perfect example of some others on the show that are supporting it.
I mean, look what could be.
Look what the cat dragged in. Look what the Ned dragged in.
Yeah.
In some parallel universe, you know this is a real band. You know? It's kind of like a mix of Poison and Nerd Halen, because you got the glasses and you got the glam.
3 of them are wearing
right?
glasses.
Yeah. That's funny. It's like a parallel universe of Nerd Halen. In like the mirror universe, in like the Star Trek mirror universe, this is Nerd Halen. Yeah, by the way, those CD sales will help Jay get that RG 770 that I'm sure he will show off on the show. That would be kind of nice, right?
Yep. New Guitar Jay on the channel here.
That'll be his new name for a couple of weeks. You help him, and you get a CD out of it. You get a good CD out of it. That's a nice thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a survey. How many people want to see Jay with that brand new sparkly Ibanez RG 770? Electric blue with a maple board? Hell yes. That's a hot guitar. And Jay will put it to good use.
No, it's not hot, man. It's not hot.
Yeah, no, it's not hot. Not,
No.
you know. No. The police aren't knocking on Dane's door right now.
Oh,
Oh, geez, octopus ears.
But all those you have to sit on those guitars for like a week.
Well, the
though,
color,
right?
it's an RG77 in laser blue.
Laser
With the case.
Laser. There you go.
Yeah. Laser.
But so technically, you have to sit on those guitars for a while, right?
No.
Sit on them. What are they trying to hatch? Does Dane get in a chicken suit? What are you doing, Johnny?
No,
Well,
when you buy a guitar,
you buy
have to fill out the pawn slip, and then you have to wait 30 days for it to all go through and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 30-day wait.
Yes.
It's the same thing. If you buy guitars at Guitar Center or porn shops, you do have to wait. There's a 30-day holding period on anytime you sell used guitars.
Yeah, poon shops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then if something's missing, the police send out a. Have you ever had that, Dane? Where something comes into the shop?
Yeah, it's the only really thing that the police department can do is when somebody calls them and says, "Bro, my RG77 in Sonic Blue or whatever color got stolen."
Laser
they can
blue.
look through their little files and see, "Oh, right here, it's Zim just bought one 2 weeks ago. Okay, let's go look at that one." And so, yeah,
Let's go fuck Dane out of the guitar he paid money for.
so I get fucked out of the guitar, but it's the only.
Zims, open up.
The police department have no other recourse. Do you know what I'm saying?
Dane Zimmerman, this is the police. We have your building surrounded. Come out with the guitar, lay it on the ground, put your hands over your head where we can see them, and back up slowly. Turn around, interlock your fingers, Mr. Zimmerman.
No, that shit is real, man. That shit is real.
Bend over and walk backwards.
Put on pants, Mr. Zimmerman.
When I first opened my shop almost 6 years ago, man, they were rough on me. They would drop in all the time, and they would
they'd come
they were
beat you
tough,
with
man.
bats. Because that wasn't the police, Dane. That was the mob. They wanted
were
their
mean.
peace.
There's some mean police.
That was the
officers. They were
sanitation.
mean.
That was the sanitation department. That was the local
And then I
sanitation
think when
department.
COVID hit and stuff, they had more stuff to worry about. So I haven't heard anything, knock on wood, in a long time from the Mesa
Dane,
PD,
the police don't use blackjacks and brass knuckles. The police don't require a monthly payment in an envelope every first of the month. Dane Zimmerman, we're the police. So.
And years ago, I would.
We want you to fence these guitars, Dane.
In my own laziness, I would buy a guitar from somebody, and I wouldn't always fill out the pawn slip because whatever. I know this.
Homeless
if it's a
guys
friend of-
walk
what
in
if
with
Neanderthal
59
sold
Les
me a
Pauls?
guitar? Would I fill out a pawn slip on a guitar that like Neanderthal sold me?
Well,
I wouldn't do that because I
don't
know
trust
it's not
Neanderthal.
stolen, right? So
I
why
don't
should I
trust
pay the
Neanderthal.
$3 that it costs to fill that out? But
Let me
my
tell you,
son
I
being
trust.
down here, he helps me, man, because he does all the paperwork kind of stuff. So I'm very lucky. I have my son working down here with me, and so we
I
do all
trust
that.
your son as much as I trust this condom.
Yeah.
Fresh wrap.
There you
fresh
go. Fresh wrap.
God said fresh wrap.
Fresh wrap. Clean condoms. Clean condoms for your use. Don't put your penis in a dirty condom. Use fresh wrap. Wrap them up. Speaking of old saggy condoms, delicious Bang energy drink. Proud to be on the show with us. Delicious Bang energy drink. Always the right drink at the most inappropriate moments.
It's delicious.
Delicious Bang energy drink. There you go. Have you had though guitars that the police have seized?
I've
Has that
had
ever
one.
happened?
Yeah, about 4
'Cause
years ago.
I know.
It was a big old Ibanez Sheridan.
Oh.
And they took that thing away from me. But I filled out I filled out
usually
the
reimburse you
paperwork
for
and
that.
gave it back to them. And so now the guy that broke into a house that stole the guitar, he's going to pay
Restitutions
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've had the paperwork filed for like 3 years. 3 or 4 years. I haven't heard a peep out of them. But eventually, I think your losses will be refunded.
They will. 'Cause I know. I helped a buddy of mine. Shout out to my buddy Thark. I helped a buddy of mine recover his stolen collection a couple of years back, and I actually bought a guitar I didn't realize was his, and then I'm telling him about it, and literally he didn't realize. He's like, I have a guitar real similar to that. I'm like, oh yeah, what's yours like? He's like, oh, I'll send you a photo of it. And he sends me a photo, and it's only slightly different from mine. And I guess it was like an old photo, and since then it had some more scratches on the one in my hands. I'm like, what's the serial number yours? Oh, I don't know. I'm like, well, do me a favor, check that. And he's like, well, it doesn't matter. Mine's in storage. I'm like, check it. He's like, well, I don't want to get it. It's safely in storage. I'm like, dude, I think this may be the same guitar as yours. This might be your guitar. He's like, no, mine's in a storage unit. And I'm like, do me a favor, go to your storage unit. No. I'm like, go to your storage unit. I think I bought your guitar. And sure enough, he goes to his storage unit. He calls me up. He's like, holy fuck, my storage unit's been stolen. It was all broken in. And it turned out it was an inside job from someone that worked at the storage unit company. They went in, they took out like 22 guitars, and I helped the police in a sting to get them back from the thief, because the thief basically trusted me to buy another guitar, and I set him up for the police to come in and close in on him. And they recovered like, I think 19 out of 22. He had gotten all them back, but 3 of them were sold and not yet recovered. And the one that I had, I gave him back and filled out paperwork. We did it because he was insured. So I actually got money from him that he was getting back to his insurance company. But the police said if I didn't want to go that way, I could fill out restitution paperwork, and it would come out of the thief. That they would take money out of his bank account and make me whole, but that's what happens is when you this is why don't steal guitars, boys and girls, because if you do, you have a special place in hell, and not good.
You know what's funny? Neanderthal, we're always joking around. He won't give me his home address, right? So I don't know where he lives.
Dane, I don't want you having my home address either. Nobody on this channel trusts you. As far
Here's
as
what's funny. Last week, Neanderthal's next door neighbor came into my store. And I'm like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. This and that. We're talking. Then for some reason he brings up, and I
he brings in all Paul's guitars.
Yeah,
I got these guitars.
He says, you're Neanderthal's friend. I said, yeah, we do this online thing once in a while. And he says, Well, I'm Neanderthals' next door neighbor. And I'm like, you are? Wow. So I could have got his
That is
address. He's
Is he
like,
amazing.
coming at you with a baseball bat?
no,
Thank you, Jimmy
this
Ray.
Neanderthals' next door neighbor came into my store, and I easily could get Neanderthals' address, but I'm like, I better not do that to him. He'll get mad at me.
Thank you, Jimmy Ray Hawkins. Welcome to the top of the world package.
Thank you, Jimmy Ray. He
On the Johnny Beane channel.
resubscribed. He rejoined.
Resubscribe.
He rejoined. Jimmy Ray
I hear
Hawkins.
it's Johnny. I hear it's better the second time.
Nice.
It's
He's
better
back.
the millionth time. Trust me.
He came back.
That's the
He
first
missed
one,
you
right?
guys. He missed you guys.
That's the first one. Nice. I can just imagine.
I could have got
Yeah,
Neanderthals' address. And I took
Are you
nothing.
interested in buying any of his guitars? Because you know. Nice.
Wow. That
Sloppy
is kind of
second.
weird, though. I mean, why would it matter that you really cared about where somebody lived?
Well, you know what it was, and
you're
this is why.
protecting
Hold
your
on.
guitar collection.
This is why Paul doesn't give you his address, Dane, because that one time at his old house during Halloween, Paul's giving full-size chocolate bars. You come up, no costume, you take your chocolate bar, thanks, and then you go around the block, switch to a fucking hood and a mask, and oh yeah, can I get a chocolate bar?
Meanwhile, the chocolate bar still.
Takes one. Then he goes back to his car, comes back, his little Red Riding Hood. Oh, I'm going to grandma's. Can I get another chocolate bar? And Paul's like, don't you look familiar? No. Then he goes back around. He comes back as Papa Smurf. Oh, what a Smurfy day. I didn't get a chocolate bar yet. Paul's starting to realize, hey, this is the same kid. He looks familiar, but I don't know. Then again, comes back. Darth Vader, I would like a full-size chocolate bar. And there he is. Then he comes around David Crosby, and he puts a rock in his bag. And that was where he knew something was up. That was it. Yeah. No,
Well,
it's
it's because
that
I've been
candy
teasing him
incident.
a little. I tease him about it. I'm like, come on, man. What if I have to drive you to the hospital or something? You need to give me your address. No. I got too many guitars in my house.
What if I have to drive you to the
give a
hospital?
guy that flips guitars for a living my address? It just ain't gonna do it. I'm like,
Let me tell you something. If Paul has to, God forbid, go to the hospital, he's not, Dane, close the store and come down to my house and drive me to the hospital. The man's going to call 911. What the fuck? Am I going to call Blue Rhino? Hey, Blue Rhino,
he says
come
we're
pick me
friends.
up.
Neanderthal says we are friends. Hey man,
Yeah, but
Dane, he's like
if he
my
has to go to the
best friend.
hospital, he's
I
calling
don't know where
911.
he lives.
He has to call 911. He doesn't want to call
Yeah.
Dane's taxis or hold on. Let me close the register. Let me get these people out of the store. As soon as I make this, I'll be down and get you to the hospital. Hold on. No, he's got to call 911. He's got to get an ambulance, God forbid.
Yeah, I know.
Some woman's in labor. Oh, Dane, my water broke. Come take me to the hospital. All right, hold on. I got to close the store. Hold on.
Well, I guess
he's good.
Dane's bicycle is cheaper than an ambulance.
Yeah, Dane's gonna be like Auntie M. He's gonna take you in the basket and the bicycle. He'll be pedaling to the hospital. No, it's got to call 911. By the way, results of our latest survey: 52% want to see Jay Hannon own that Ibanez guitar. So hopefully you guys will work that out. That's a good
I
deal.
think it'd be really cool to sell him that guitar.
Oh, I agree. Jay will do that guitar justice. And you'll sell to a celebrity.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be in the next music video that they do.
High five, Sherman Callahan.
It'll be on
Thank you, man.
MTV.
Sherman.
His ball.
Nice.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Sherman Callahan. Mike Neese, how's Mama Kuda doing? Tell her I said hello. You can tell her hello. She's watching right now. She's upstairs in utter disappointment at her son in the failure that the Tuesday show is. Watching the show with bated breath, praying to God it ends without too much embarrassment to the family name. So yes, thank you, and shout out to Mama Kuda, who we all love. There we go.
Hangs out with weirdos and Johnny Beane on Tuesday nights.
So,
Yeah, she's like,
John, did you ever
more
get into?
disappointment.
John, let me ask you: did you ever get into where you actually put on a show, as far as being the promoter, and you put the whole show together, and you do something like that? You ever done that kind of stuff?
Like what? Like a variety show or something? Or-
No, like a concert, a rock show. Have you ever hired bands, done a?
I'm not in that
anything like a
business.
promoter?
I'm not in that business. I'm an actor. I'm not in that business. I've been parts of shows, but I've never put together like a concert event or something. I'm not in the music business.
Okay.
You know, guitars are a hobby for me.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause I was just thinking,
put
man,
together
we're
a
gonna need
burlesque
somebody.
show. Put together a burlesque show.
A Gizmachi, Nerd Halen, Whiskey Dog concert
Oh,
somewhere.
hey, listen.
How are we gonna put that together?
Well, I'll get you guys all slots when American Slang headlines their own tour. I
Okay.
will get you guys slots. Believe me, I'll put in the word for you guys.
Here's some slots right here.
There we go. Those are 4
That
slots.
was pretty racy for Johnny. That was racy.
I hope they shave their slots.
That should say Boysen on it.
You sluts. You sluts. These
Boise.
girls are sluts. That's the Gangbang album. You sluts. Shave your slots. Wow. That's some great job there, Cobra Kai. That's some great job.
Yes.
By the way, speaking of projects, so Dio's Dreamers Never Die. What's funny about that? Ronnie James
Speaking
Dio.
about 80s metal.
Speaking about 80s metal, you know, the guy that gave you this, Devil Horns, and, you know, a billion years of great music, Ronnie James Dio, the great Ronnie James Dio. The Dreams Never Die documentary is coming out. And let's see, there's screenings at the Paramount Theater March 17th and online March 18th. So let's see, where will this be aired? Let's see, online. It's a career-spanning documentary on the life and times of Ronnie James Dio. Now, again, this is authorized. So this is based on his book, authorized by Dio's family and Wendy Dio. This covers everything from his days with Elf and his 50s doo-wop crooner. Did you guys know Ronnie James Dio was a doo-wop crooner in the 50s?
Yep.
You know, one of those
Wow.
ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah oh no. That was Ronnie James Dio. That's how he started as a crooner in the 1950s, as a doo-wop crooner. And then of course he got Elf and then Richie Blackmore's Rainbow from there. Replaced Ozzy in Black Sabbath, which talk about, whoa, you know, someone, you know, getting a gig, like a big time gig. That's a big deal. And then of course, you know, doing Dio with Vivian Campbell and, you know, just amazing stuff with Dio up till the end of his life. So it's called Dio Dreamers Never Die. Let's see. It's online March 18th. Let's see. How do you get a hold of this? Let's see if there's I don't know what channel this is on. Let's see. It'll go from Ronnie's childhood all the way to the end of his life. And again, based on his own words, you know, based on his diary that he kept and things that, you know, Wendy and the family knew and, you know, quoting from, you know, band associates and business associates. Great Ronnie died of stomach cancer in 2009, unfortunately. Fuck cancer. Let's see. I'm trying to see where it's streaming. Let's see. Does it have why don't they make it more clear? I'm trying to promote this thing. Why don't they make it more clear where the thing is showing?
It looks like it'll be at South by Southwest. March 11th through the 20th.
I'm trying to see where it goes online because not everyone could travel right now.
Online by March 18th.
Let's see. Have finished.
I'll find it.
What a pain in the ass. Can't they just be clear? When you have a project that you spend so much money on, why can't you just be clear about where the thing is streaming? Just make it so easy to get to. I mean, obviously you could Google it or whatever, but I know it's March 18th. It's streaming online, and that's where most people are going to see it. And it's, by the way, the people that financed it did the John DeLorean movie and some other really cool documentaries. This one's going to be cool. I know it's going to be cool. Because Ronnie James Dio was cool. I mean, what's not to like about Dio? Let's see who else is in it. Rob Halford is in it. Lita Ford is in it. Jack Black, Eddie Trunk, Mick Wall, who, by the way, co-wrote the Dio autobiography. He basically filled in the spots that Ronnie didn't. So the guy spent most of his life with Ronnie. So, and of course, Wendy Dio. Let's see. There's a lot of clips from the old Super 8 videos that he did, which is kind of cool. I love seeing that unused footage from someone's life that, like, you knew. It's like seeing Ozzy Osbourne's home movies when they did Ordinary Man video. You see those poignant moments in their life that, the general public doesn't get to see. I love seeing that, especially with Ronnie, because Ronnie was beloved by so many people. I mean, talk about, a guy that really, really was like instrumental in heavy metal.
Yeah, it's all that pre-Facebook and pre-YouTube footage that, nowadays you see everybody doing all kinds of stuff because of Facebook and everything. But yeah, back in the day, man, people were secret. Like the guys in Kiss, nobody even knew who those guys were, what they looked like.
Oh, sure. But I mean, with Dio, you're talking like, all the home movies. There's a lot of home movies of him in early concerts that you don't get to see. Him at home, him, just doing normal stuff that, behind the scenes, doing a sound check or, in a music store, stuff like that. I love stuff like that.
And it was cool, though, back in the day where there was mystery about these artists. Nowadays, you see them on Facebook every day. And some of that mysteriousness is gone because of that. They're kind of overexposed.
Yeah, and seeing someone like Dio, who, obviously we miss greatly, anything new to do with Ronnie James Dio is always great to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I figured out the online screenings will be at the South by Southwest website.
Okay, so where do they go? South by Southwest?
South by Southwest, their official site. And there's instructions there on how to watch.
How to watch? Okay, I'm going to get some popcorn, a delicious Bang energy drink.
Well, you got to click. You got to click on a link.
You got to have a mouse
to watch, and what happens is you'll have to register.
I could go on my iPad though and just touch screen it, right? You don't need a mouse.
Correct. Yeah. But you'll have to register with the site. You'll have to register to join the event. It's not
Dane,
free.
you don't need a mouse. You don't have to be on your 1990s Apple II computer or your pet computer or something. Your Coleco Atom computer with a mouse.
I gotta
no floppy disk required. No floppy disk required.
Yeah.
Oh, you said floppy disk.
Oh my God. Speaking of David Crosby.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, you'll have to register for the event, and then you'll get like some sort of code or something. It's not free. It's not free to watch.
Nothing in life is free, Johnny. Nothing in life is free. Right now, Mama Kuda's looking at her credit card statement. What's this? Dio? What's this? John, did you ring something up on my credit card? Dio? What? Yeah, and you know, Johnny, what would go good with that documentary, aside from Bang Energy Drink? A big bag of delicious Colonel's gourmet popcorn. This way you're set up. You know, you want to do things right. Okay. The Ronnie James Dio documentary only comes along once in a lifetime. Okay. This is quality stuff. You want to gather your friends, gather your families. You want to have a watch party. You probably order some pizza, some Bang Energy Drink, and of course, everyone's favorite snacks from delicious Colonel's gourmet popcorn. Get some popcorn, some cheese corn, get some chocolate cashews, get some sugar-free chocolate, get some red licorice, get all the treats and fill up those bowls with delicious Colonel's gourmet popcorn and more. Get some nuts, get it all. Just stock up for the big Ronnie James Dio watch party.
Buy all of it.
And yeah, buy everything. Just go on their website and say, give me the grand finale package. The grand finale package. Yeah, that means every item they have at a discount by mentioning Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon. You'll get more product if you mention Johnny and Jay, Johnny or Jay. Okay? You'll get more product, more delicious Colonel's treats, more yummy popcorn, and your guests will be happy. They'll be like, oh my gosh, Mancuda, where did you get this insanely delicious popcorn and these chocolate covered treats? Where did you get all this? And you know what I'll tell them, Johnny? I'm going to say, I got all of this at delicious Colonel's gourmet popcorn and more. So curl up with a Bang Energy Drink, grab a big bucket of Colonel's and get ready to watch that Dio documentary. Because that's an afternoon, boys and girls. Right?
Yeah.
That's a big event. That's fun. Jimmy
It's
Ray
a lot of
Hawkins
fun.
wants to know, is Colonel's really that good? I haven't tried it. Haven't tried it. Wouldn't mind buying some for my family, 5 of us, for a special movie entertainment occasion. Jimmy Ray Hawkins, let me tell you something. This is as special an occasion as you can. Ronnie James Dio was one of the godfathers of heavy metal. Remember I was mentioning that Mount Rushmore of heavy metal gods, heavy metal frontmen that contributed greatly to the rock genre, to the metal genre? On that Mount Rushmore, just to the right of Lemmy, is Ronnie James Dio. You would not have these devil horns without Ronnie James Dio. And of course, all the music he gave you. So this is the right occasion for something special like this. Now, as far as Colonel's being delicious, my friend, if you like popcorn,
Look at him.
If you like popcorn, if you like popcorn, and I don't mean your average go into the store and get a bag of popcorn. That's crap. That's just crap. This is gourmet popcorn. This is a high quality Colonel. Gourmet popped. Delicious with cheese flavor or the Chicago mix which is a mix of cheese and caramel corn. Or I personally, I'm addicted to the movie popcorn, which is like the best popcorn I've had in my life. No shit. Okay. It is fantastic. We wouldn't just have like your basic popcorn company on here. Okay. They have that. And holy hell.
Well, if they pay us.
chocolate covered cashews. If
Glenn, is that you?
What is this?
Glenn, is that Glenn?
Glenn!
I'm assuming that's Glenn. Is that you, man?
Glenn!
Glenn!
Glenn! Glenn! Oh my God, Glenn. Which Glenn, Johnny? Glenn LaFerman?
Glenn LaFerman. I'm assuming that's him.
The great Glenn LaFerman. Let's be clear on this. Dun-dun-dun. Rising up, Glenn LaFerman, famous photographer of rock stars. Yeah, welcome, Glenn. We love you, man. So going back to Colonel's Gourmet Popcorn, it's fucking fantastic. No shit. You could quote me on that. Call up, say, John Mancuda said it's fucking fantastic. Does that get me more or less popcorn? Because I know when I mentioned Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon, they give you bigger bags. They give you bigger bags of popcorn. There's your normal bag, which is a nice portion. And then if you mention Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon, they're on the phone. They're like, oh, you mentioned Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon? Yes, and then they give you bigger bags with more stuff. So I highly recommend chocolate covered cashews. I highly recommend any of the popcorn flavors. Mama Kuda's favorite is the cheese popcorn, hands down. You want to get in Mama Kuda's pants? Get her some Colonel's cheese popcorn. Believe me. I'll shock your dick. I'll shock you dick. I'll shock you dick. Yeah. Movie popcorn is my personal favorite. It's delicious. It's just buttery, salty, yummy. And just whatever you order there, you will be happy. So yeah, it really is that good. Try some. Let us know what you think. If you're not happy, send it back to Kiesel. And different subject. I'm sorry. No, of course. They take good care of you. They take good care of you. They take good. We're happy to have Colonels on the show. Really are.
Colonels is
yeah. Kentry 55 says if you mention John Mancuda, they send you an empty box and a punch in the nose. The delivery guy gives you an empty box. You look in the box and his fist comes up from the bottom. Where's my Colonels?
No, he sends you one of these.
Yeah, no, the Colonel's popcorn's delicious. Hellstorm says, Mama Kuda, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Oh, Mama Kuda, gotta get laid tonight. Yeah. Oh, KXM Rock mentioned me and got 2 bags free. That's cool.
John, that was really good. You should put a band together, buddy. Be a singer.
Yeah, rubber band. When a condom breaks, they get the rubber band. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, delicious Colonel's gourmet popcorn, just right for that Ronnie James Dio documentary.
Bags of what?
Yeah, I got two bags free. 2 bags of what? Potting soil? What'd they give you? Barcuda? Let's see. Freebies. Let's see. I have Johnny
2 barf bags for afterward.
Product. Jay Hannon, more product. Don't see Mancuda on that list. Nope. Yeah, mention me also. Just mention me also. They know who I am. Shay knows who I am. Shay knows who I am. Shay over at Colonel's. He knows who I am. They hook you up. Trust me. You tell him. Just say, there I was watching Talking Guitars at 80's Metal Live. Mancuda was ranting on and on about your delicious popcorn and gourmet treats. And my dad's diabetic, so I got some sugar-free chocolate. Just trust me. They just get some stuff there. It's great. It's really great. All our sponsors are great. Speaking of sponsors, Johnny, who else is sponsoring today's show and tell guitar coming up? Like perhaps, let's see, we mentioned Colonel's Gourmet Popcorn. We mentioned Vinum Custom Pickups, delicious Bang Energy Drink. We perhaps this guy, Swiss Picks. Swiss Picks, the greatest gripping guitar pick ever made. Swiss Picks with raised holes. Look at this, the Nuclear Cheddar Edition. These are great. I love these. These are some of my favorites. Round tipped 80, size 80, which is a medium pick. I love these. The neon green Nuclear Cheddar. The neon green, was it the Atomic Cheddar, Nuclear Cheddar? I always mix them up. I like the neon green ones and the glow in the dark ones are my favorite because I turn off the lights in my living room and there's like 100 glow in the dark picks all over the couch. It's really funny. It's like it just like.
Are you sure those are picks?
Huh?
Are you sure that those are picks? The glow in the dark and the glow.
They may be glow in the dark condoms I might have left over in various spots, but no. Listen, these Swiss Picks are terrific. Try one. Get your grip on. Dane sells them. Dane, right behind you, you have bags of Swiss Picks.
I put them over here, but yeah, I've got a bunch of them, and Pete was even in here the other day, and he's bringing me more. So I'm getting
Pete, the owner of Swiss Picks.
Up. Yeah, the owner of Swiss Picks.
Our buddy Pete. Pete knows his stuff. I give these out sometimes. I always have some on me. If you see me, ask me for a Swiss Pick because I'll give you one. I want people to try these. When you try them, you will love them. It takes a minute to get used to, and then you're like, wow, this is interesting. This really has a nice feel to it. These are great. So I love Swiss Picks. And of course, Johnny.
They smell great.
They sure do. And look, they taste delicious. Wait, let me see if I could get it up there.
Oh, there you go.
As easily. Actually, Paul stuck one up his nose. I stuck one up my ass and raffled it off.
By the way, John Biel, is that true? John Biel, we just got a photo of what you actually get when you mention Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon at Colonel's.
Oh,
This is actually an actual photo of what they actually send you.
Oh, there it is.
Look at this.
That's the bonus amount of Colonel's gourmet popcorn that we get.
Look at
They
that.
bring it in by a U-Haul.
Look at that.
Forklift.
That's
You
a
could-
lot
you
of
could-
popcorn.
You could fill up your bounce house with that. Nice. And by the way, speaking of Swiss picks, order the Jason Becker blue cheese version, the blue ones. Jason Becker gets some kickback from that, and we love Jason Becker, friend of the show, the great Jason Becker of Cacophony and David Lee Roth and his own solo work. Just order the blue Jason Becker edition. Really highly recommend. Really cool. Swiss picks. Thank you, Swiss picks. Also, Johnny, when you order a kill switch as a pro player, where do you get your kill switches from? The professional grade kill switches. Tessie switch, of course.
Tessie switch.
You can beat those things up and they just make the best sounds and keep bouncing back for more abuse. Tessie switch. When you want a kill switch on your guitar, get a Tessie switch. Those things are what the pros use. You don't get a junky kill switch because you're beating up on that thing. You're slapping it with your hand like you're playing Defender on the arcade. And you want to get something durable, something well made. Tessie switch, professional grade crafted kill switches. And of course, anytime you want to hot rod your guitar, you want to get noiseless springs, you want to get high-end tuners, you want to get a titanium bridge or titanium saddles or some serious upgrades to hot rod your guitar, you go to fu-tone.com for your tone. fu-tone.com. Dane, what is that? Your what?
FU Tone.
Tone. fu-tone.com. That's right. Anytime you want to hot rod your guitar, you go to FU Tone and Adam will hook you up. You tell them what you want and they will hot rod your guitar. They have full ready to go hot rod guitars as well. If you want something made with all the products they carry, they have that stuff. So you can get that. Octopus Ears, by the way, says when you order that Colonel's Giant bag, a person jumps out of the bag and slaps your face when you mention Mancuda. Nice. Imagine you open this big garbage bag sized bag of delicious Colonels and you open it up and someone comes out, a midget comes out. Hey, thank you. A little person. One of the members of Mini Kiss comes out. One of the members of Mini Kiss comes out in Little Kiss makeup for the fans. Speaking of Kiss, I was watching. See if you guys remember this. I know a lot of us are Kiss fans. Paul and I are huge Kiss fans from way
Paul
back.
Stanley.
No,
Yeah,
Paul,
Stanley. Yeah,
Neanderthal. But everyone loves Kiss. Who doesn't love Kiss? But Kiss, I was watching the video for Rock Hard, which came out in 1988. It was on there. It was one of the bonus tracks, one of the new tracks on their greatest hits album, their Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits album. They included two new songs. One was Let's Put the X in Sex, and the other was Rock Hard. Both very sexual lyrics, and which is right up my alley. And I'm watching the video. I don't know how many of you remember this video. Check it out on YouTube after the show. But it's kind of like circus themed. And, this was during Kiss's glam period of the 80s. And, they have like girl acrobats walking around and a girl with a top hat and a bullwhip like a ringmaster. And they have a girl on a trapeze. And then you see, Paul doing his move, one of the turn it up, he's doing his thing. And the move that cracked me up was it was so forced. You could tell Paul Stanley was uncomfortable doing it, but they had a trapeze and Paul ran up and grabbed it and did a little swing on it. Like it was some big deal, but it looks kind of silly because, like, he wasn't like doing stunts on it. He wasn't able to like flip around on it or something, but it was just like, turn it up. And he just kind of grabs it and swings back and forth for a second.
What
And
song
it's
is
like, it? Rock Hard. Rock Hard. Punch up the video.
Rock hard.
You give me rock hard, baby, hold tight. Love like a gun and it feels don't ride you, baby. That one. So there I was, and they're telling me to do the Rock Hard video, and they say, Paul, you got to jump up on the trapeze. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that. I'll look foolish. Kiss is all about the music and the fans. We don't put on these over the top stunts that look ridiculous. But there they had me. They had me go right up to the trapeze, jump up on it, and swing back and forth for a second. I don't know why. But I did it. I did it for the fans because that's what we do. We do it for the fans. Yeah, you'll see this moment in the video. It's right at the beginning, Johnny. It's like right as you're watching these beautiful girls in these circusy outfits, and then Paul Stanley runs up, oh, turn it up, and he just swings back and forth for a second. It's like he's barely hanging on. I don't know why they even looked at that and said, no, Paul, baby, it looks perfect. It looks perfect. You're sure? That looks good? You think that looks good? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Johnny's going to bring up a photo from the video. And yes, Tube Supio, that was written by Desmond Child, Johnny's roommate. Johnny was probably like living with Desmond Child.
I've heard of that guy.
Desmond probably came home and said, oh boy, we just shot that Kiss video and you should have seen Paul Stanley on the swing. There he is. Turn it up. This is that moment. And Paul, look at Paul's face. He looks so uncomfortable. He looks so uncomfortable on this fucking swing. And Paul's such a great frontman, but you could tell this was not his idea. He's like, he just had to jump up, and it was like, I don't know, just a few feet off the ground. It's not like it was like, 30 feet off in a high top tent or something, but it's like he just jumped up, grabbed the bar, and swang forward like a few feet. And that was it. That was like the big stunt of the video, but it looked so silly. And I hate to say it because I love Paul. Now, by the way, look at Bruce Kulick right there. Bruce is playing, and this is so unusual. I never noticed till recently. He's playing a Purple Tiger ESP, which was right after George Lynch came up with that as his current signature guitar at that time. ESP started making replicas of it with a natural wood headstock. I own the original. I own George Lynch's original of that guitar. Wow. And I don't know what the deal is with Bruce Kulick playing that, because that's someone's signature guitar. I've got to ask him about it. And I'm looking,
call him.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to call him. Yeah. Hey, Bruce, you want to come on the air? No.
Who is this?
Bruce is very sweet. He's a very sweet guy, but I will ask him about that because I'm curious. I never noticed that's George's signature guitar. Now, I don't think that's George's original, but it was right about when George actually made the original. And I guess that right there, they started making the production ones, because the original production ones were made by ESP, and they had natural wood headstocks for the first few of them, the first bunch. And that's a natural wood headstock, which again is modeled after George's original, which had a natural wood headstock. But I'm just looking at that and I'm like, that's so weird that he's playing that guitar in that video, because at that time it was a big deal that was George's signature guitar. And I'm surprised because Bruce had other ESPs. He just signed on as an ESP endorsee then. So I'm just surprised to see him with that guitar. And I'm curious what the deal with that was. Maybe they just said, hey, we're trying to push this guitar, play that. But you guys all recognize that. That's a Purple Tiger. That looks like a early production.
You have
Purple
one of
Tiger.
those.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have George's actual Purple Tiger. I have the original. I have George Lynch's
maybe you have
actual
that one too.
guitar. if George lent it to him, then I have that one. But that's I'm gonna guess that was just something ESP said, here, use this in your new video, and probably didn't even mention that was like George's signature. But I mean, look, it's a great song. Now look at the girl. The girl in that video. Put that image up, Johnny. They had an acrobat on that same trapeze.
Oh my god.
Doing this split. Okay. Now that's a professional acrobat. That's a scratch and sniff screen, by the way. So put your nose up to the screen if you're watching. But yeah, an actual acrobat. Now compare that to Paul Stanley's very uncomfortable quick grab. Turn it up. I mean, Paul looks like he's hanging on for dear life. He's like trying to get up there, and it's like, turn it off. You know, I mean, look, that's barely off the ground. And he's like very unhappy there. You know, that wasn't poor Paul's idea. Especially like comparing like the professional beautiful girl acrobat flipping around on it, and then they make Paul just jump up on it and swing like dangling from it. Renus, this is Rock Hard by Kiss. This is the bonus track off Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits in 1988. And yeah, Bruce Kulick has amazing tone. Bruce was absolutely the most technical and proficient and talented guitarist of Kiss, period. There's no debate like that. Obviously, Ace had more influence, but if you're just talking a better player, more ability, it was absolutely Bruce Kulick. And he's in there playing that Lynch signature Purple Tiger. But the thing that got me was Paul Stanley very uncomfortably jumping up for that trapeze moment, and then very uncomfortably semi-swinging from it for a moment. Turn it off! I really didn't want to do this. They really made me. They said, Paul, just do it. The fans will love it. He looked so uncomfortable and so awkward. And Paul's an athletic guy. Paul is a really athletic guy as the frontman of Kiss. I mean, he's really athletic even to this day. I mean, he's got 30 pounds of gear on, you know, in his costume, and he's carrying a guitar, and he's dancing and moving and dropping to his knees and swinging from fucking things across the audience and cables and lifting up. Mm-hmm. Paul's an athletic guy, and he looks good doing it. This is the one time they put him in the most awkward position I've ever seen poor Paul on there. It was just so awkward. Just rewatch that video of Rock Hard, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And poor Paul Stanley. So there you go. I just thought I'd mention that because I watched it this week, and I was like, I forgot all about that. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that moment. Yeah. Ooh, awkward. Oh, turn it off. His poor legs dangling, trying to get up. It's Jesus. You know, he watched that video and he's like, oh no, look what they made me do. Why did I do that? Why did I agree to do that? I did it for the fans and a nominal fee, like Gino, he said. But what was I thinking that allowed them to do that to me? Turn it off! Anyway.
Their record company lost money on that video.
I don't know. I mean, look, the song is great. I love the song. Oh, is that Paul right now?
I don't know.
I did not want to do that. Maybe that's Gene calling in. Let's see who that is. Oh, what?
Hey. Oh, no, you hung up.
OMG.
Was that Desmond Child?
No. Call back.
Jeez. Yeah, that looks terrible.
Kurt with the C.
Oh, turn it off. Poor Paul. Even Bruce is looking up like, oh, man. Oh, Paul. Jeez. What are you
Turn
doing
it off.
Turn it off. Stop the thing. Put me down. Yeah, that poor Paul Stanley. Just look at that. Look how uncomfortable he looks.
Poor thing.
The guy doesn't swing from trapeze. The guy's an incredible front man. Poor guy. You know he was not comfortable on that. And DVD for Nzwabar. No more Russian models on any of the porn sites. No Russian model. We do not tip the Russians anymore. Cut off.
But the Ukrainian ones.
The Ukrainian ones you double tip.
Is this Kurt with a C?
It is Kurt with a C, and it was
Kurt
10
with a
seconds
C!
ago. Sorry about that. I had to hang up for something.
Your wife came in, caught you masturbating. I'll call you back, John.
I have a comment for John Mancuda.
Yes.
What other John is there?
Of course.
When I just tuned in and he was showing that picture of Paul Stanley hanging from the trapeze thing and stuff, and I dig Mancuda. He's got some of the best guitars. But anyway, I just wanted, it's meaningless, insignificant shit, but one of my wiener dogs is named Stanley after Paul Stanley.
Nice.
Oh.
He's actually named after Gene, who has a big wiener the size of a dog. So if he could, when Mancuda does his Paul Stanley impressions, if he could do it with a wink and a smile, because I'm looking at my little wiener dog right now.
John's looking at his wiener too. So
I'm just horsing around, but I literally do have my little wiener dog named Stanley after Paul Stanley. But I just had a little levity here.
That's awesome.
Here's a shout out to Kurt's wiener. So have a good show. I just had to call in. It's just
Kurt,
have a good show.
Send
It's
Johnny
almost
a
over.
photo of your dog. Send Johnny a photo of your
Okay,
dog.
add a good show.
Yeah. Oh, if you want, text in a photo of your dog.
Yeah.
Done. I will.
Awesome.
I will do that.
Awesome.
I'm a huge
Awesome.
Stanley fan.
Okay.
I'm a huge
I'll do it right.
Kiss.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm a huge Kiss fan, and I'm a huge dog lover. Big fan of dogs. Dogs are one of my weaknesses. Dogs and the elderly and breasts are my three weaknesses. No, I would love to see his dog. Show me your little wiener is what I would like to see. So apparently he has a wiener dog named after me, which is nice. He's obviously a Kiss fan. That'd be funny if the dog has makeup. This guy like makeup like Mama Kuda or like Paul Stanley with the makeup with a star. The dog has white makeup with a little star. That'd be funny. Stanley, come here, boy. Turn it up. That'd be really funny. You know what's really funny? Kurt with a C is going to get a letter from Paul Stanley saying he's infringing on his copyright and he needs a nominal fee. Listen, Kurt with a C, I'm really grateful that you named your dog after me, but I really need a nominal fee. We have the name copyright, so you need to send me some money. Just a nominal fee. There it is. There it is. Turn it up.
Husky style.
There's actually all kinds of stuff if you look it up. There's all kinds.
I'm sure. That's really funny. So is he going to put his wiener dog on a trapeze like that?
Wow, somebody actually has like a whole band.
That's Dog Kiss. Chihuahua Kiss. Chihuahua. Turn it up.
It's amazing the free time that some people have.
Yeah, no shit.
They play with their dogs all day.
That's not his dog, is it?
Is it a penis photo?
Is that his dog?
It's the extra long version.
That's the jumbo version. That's the
Foot long.
ballpark. That's the ballpark wiener dog. That's the Dodger dog.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is.
Hope the dog's not spread eagle.
Oh, there he is. He's sleeping. There he is.
Oh, how cute.
Stanley.
Look at him.
There's Stanley.
That's Stanley. Welcome, Stanley. Welcome to your show.
Stanley.
Stanley gets me rock.
Stan
Baby,
Lee.
hold tight. Let like a girl that it feels just right. You get me rock. Hard. There you go. I love that wiener dog. That's the wiener dog for the fans.
Yep.
Anyway, it is time for Show and Tell Guitar. Today's Show and Tell Guitar clue was if
Something about the ocean, under the ocean.
yeah, let's see what was the clue?
Over the ocean.
Yeah, if Chris Holmes's guitar is under the ocean, this one is over the ocean. So let me get behind me there because I'm not wearing pants, as we all know.
Oh, he
Yeah.
farted.
Uh-oh.
It's still in the case.
No Steinbergers.
Broken headstock.
Oh, he
Yeah.
can hear us when he puts those back on.
Yeah. I love this one so much. I love it. And okay. So shout out to my buddy Dave. Okay. So wow. Wow. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's Show and Tell Guitar. John.
What the?
So fucking dark. Jesus.
It blends right in with the background.
Yeah, it really does. I can't even see this fucking guitar. Let's see. Okay. It actually doesn't.
It looks
Let's
like
see.
BC Rich Electronics.
It is. Let me see if I could get a better. Jeez.
Is that your camera is coming from that laptop, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Let's
There
see.
you go. Yeah, get farther back and then angle the guitar up slightly.
Here, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna change the light real quick. I'm gonna angle the light toward it. Hold on a minute. Because there's no way you'll see it. It's so fucking dark in here. Because you see me on the screen, but when I turn the light around, it makes me white as fucking David Crosby underground. Just hang on a second. Let me change this.
So
No one
it's
can
a
even
BC
see the
Rich,
fucking-
Eagle. Is it a BC Rich Eagle?
He can't hear us.
What's the chat say? What kind of BC Rich is it?
Okay, so
know.
now I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. So let's see that guitar again. Forget what I look like. Let's see that guitar. Look at that. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. This is a BC Rich Seagull.
Oh,
Get
I
it?
see. Seagull.
Seagull.
You know, I'm gonna turn on the fucking lights behind me too, because you can't.
I
see
thought it was an eagle. Did they
Hold
make
on.
an eagle?
They did. Hold on a second.
I was kind of close.
I'll turn on every light in the house so you can fucking see this. Okay.
Please stand by.
Please stand by. All right, let's see if you can see it better now. Jesus Christ, the lighting in here. Yeah, how's that? How's that? Is that good? Is that good? Like right there?
Oh, there, right there, right.
It's blinding.
Hold on.
Angle it right.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I could hold on. Maybe I could pink screen background this. Hold on.
Pink screen.
Here, we'll do it this way.
Pink screen.
There you go.
Sort of.
There you go.
All right, I'll use this one. All right, I got one. I think I got one. I can actually lighten. I can actually use filters and lighten the pictures up.
Yeah, the sad part is, okay, this is a BC Rich. Hold on.
Oh, that is sad.
That is sad, right? Okay. This is well, now you can see a little bit of the color. This is actually a tropical burst BC Rich Seagull. This one's let's see, 19. I want to say this is 75.
Wow.
This is a really early BC Rich. The Seagull, this is a hook point Seagull. Basically, if you notice, this point here comes to a sharp hook. And then you got this killer right here. This point right here, this guy, this is what kills you. And this is why they changed the design of this.
Oh.
Because it's uncomfortable to play sitting down. It gets you right in the stern. You can see right here the color a bit. This is a tropical burst. So it's over mahogany though. It's a mahogany body, so it's very hard to capture color, but it's blue, fading to green, fading to gold. It's a 3-tone burst guitar. Let's see if I can capture this better on. There you go. How's that? You see the colors a little bit better now?
Does it go blue, black, green?
It goes blue to green to gold. It's a tropical burst. It's very hard to see over the mahogany. If you had a maple guitar, it's very easy to see. Mahogany, it's very dark. So it's hard to see the colors, but it's blue to green to gold. And it's a very, very rare color on these. But the guitar itself, like I said, you have the very cool hook over here, which they toned down a little bit. In later models, they kind of shave this part down a little bit. And then this is the killer right here. This, if you're a sit-down player, this gets you right in the sternum if you're not careful. So if I sit down, you can kind of see like right where it'll get you right there. Just catch right up into your rib cage. I mean, obviously, unless you're careful, but look how thin this is. This was BC Rich's answer to the SG. Look how thin that is. This is basically like BC Rich's unique version of a Gibson SG. Really, really well-built guitar. Hand carved. You can see the color is better right there, see? A little bit better on the back. Dark blue to light green to gold. Really pretty tropical burst. In the sunlight, this thing is gorgeous. Very hard because I'm in a room with dim lighting and a dim person that I am. But you can see the colors. And right now, if you look to the far edge, it's dark blue. Then toward the center, it's like a sea green. Then it gets gold in the middle. So it's a 3-tone burst. In the sunlight, you could see it clear as day. In a dark room like this, my apologies to the audience. Very hard to tell. But let's get back to the guitar. Look at the carve on this thing. Let's see if we could get a little closer for it. Look at the carve on that.
Yeah, look at that.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
This crazy deep cut carve. Beautiful, beautiful carve on that. See if you can see it from this angle a little better. Look at that. That's hand carved. Neck through, hand carved. Beautiful, beautiful, like a work of art. Just look at that. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, thin like an SG. A little bit better. That's better for the color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see it.
So a little darker in the front. It's fucking lights, Jesus. Maybe that's better for your thumbnail, Johnny.
Here, let me grab that. Got it.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, there's the color. Very interesting car, very interesting shape. These were real popular when they first came out. This was BC Rich's first neck through model. Okay, started as the Seagull, then eventually they toned down this hook point. They carved that down a little bit, but this point was still getting people in the sternum. So they came up with the Seagull 2, which took away this point, and you had a smoother point here. Then it eventually became the BC Rich Eagle, which looks more like a PRS does today, more of a similar, kind of a Les Paul competitor, but, a little thicker body. They made the body a little thicker and more of a direct competitor with the Les Paul. But, of course, you have these Moser electronics. So you have coil splitters, you have a booster, you have an 8-way Veritone. Or is it a 6-way? I think it's 6-way maybe. This has the I forgot who made these pickups.
John Biel.
No, it wasn't John Biel, and they're not Vinum, but they're very good. Originally, when they first came out, they were using Gibson pickups, original Gibson pickups. Let's see if I could get. I forgot the type of pickups these are. Very specific, but originally they were using Les Paul pickups because, again, they got a good deal on them, so that's what they were using. And yes, Octus here's neck through, hand carved, really cool toy. You have a badass bridge there, and a little mini pick guard, cute little pick guard. Kind of, again, this was basically their answer to the SG, something they put against the Les Paul. And once it evolved into the Eagle, it eventually became more of a direct competitor with the Les Paul. But yeah, if you're sitting down, no, they're not DiMarzios. I'm trying to remember what pickups they are. They're not DiMarzios. They're a closed pickup. I forgot who
What
made
guitar is
them.
that?
A BC Rich Seagull. I'm trying to remember who originally made the pickups. I'm having a brain fart here. Jesus Rapes Me wants to know the weight. Probably about somewhere in the neighborhood of the high 7 pounds, maybe about seven something. Tube Supio, the BC Rich wiring was done by Neil Moser, who did, the Bitch, the Mockingbird. He did all BC Rich's electronics. They're actually very reliable. The early BC Rich electronics are great. I mean, look, eventually all electronics have a hard time. But that's not just BCR. I mean, that's every brand. Eventually something goes wrong. But
do those pickups,
wise, what is it?
Do those pickups have like underneath the pole pieces? Is there like a rectangle? Oh yeah. Okay, those are Guild pickups.
Guild, thank you.
Guild
Yes,
humbuckers.
Yes, they are. Thank you, Johnny. It was
Thank
driving
you, John
me nuts.
Biel.
It was driving me nuts. Thanks, John Biel.
Thank you, John Biel.
So for the first number of years after they briefly used the Les Paul pickups, they came and they got the Guild pickups, and this was in the Seagull. And then once they did the Seagull 2 and the Eagle, then they started using the old DiMarzios. But for the early Seagulls, they had the Guilds, and no, D'Armond humbuckers was not. These are Guild pickups. I mean, if they used D'Armond in another guitar, I'm not aware of it.
It's pronounced D'Armonds.
D'Armond. I'm not familiar with BC Rich using those. Not to me anyway. But these are definitely Guilds. These are definitely Guilds. But yeah, so the electronics again, the Moser electronics, your Veritone, your coil splitters, your phase, your boosters. At the time, pretty reliable, and I've never had a problem with them. If you ever do, by the way, and you need new BC Rich electronics, Neil Moser still sells the looms. So if you have an old BC Rich and you want to get a new electronics looms, Neil sells them. You could go to Neil Moser's website. He's the father of of all the BC Rich electronics. He sells those looms same way he used to make them, with all the same parts. He sells them ready to drop in and wire up, and they're great. Shout out to my buddy Neil. Bridge is a badass. And later on, when they got to the Eagles, around 81-ish, they switched to the Kaler quads, the brass quads. But they were using the badass bridges for a while on a lot of early BC Rich. And these are good bridges. I like the feel of these. They're really, really cool. So, yeah, nice and thin. You got your pickup selector here. Again, very much like a Les Paul. And just a nice feel to it. You know, the thing about the neck through, it's thin, it's comfy. Just you got to be careful on your sternum with that point. You know, if you're a sit-down player. If you're a stand-up player, it's probably not going to bother you. You know, maybe it'll poke you once in a while. But again, to have a really unique shape like that, you know, is very, very, very cool. And there you got, this is a nice ebony board. By the way, with binding, beautifully bound. These are old school Grover pickups. By the way, you notice the R is colored on this one. That same type of sea green. They colored the mother of pearl on the R. So this one's colored in. Has old school Grover pickups, not the bullseyes. These were before the bullseyes, which a lot of the late 70s, early 80s BC Rich have. The bullseye tuners. This was before the bullseyes, but these are original. Just look at that carve. Look at that. You can see it better there. See that dip in the neck for the upper fret access? That's all hand carved. Just a great feeling guitar.
Mm-hmm.
They play terrific, like all early BC Riches. All the early handmade stuff plays so good. That's also a really good, maybe screen grab, Johnny. I don't know. There you go. That's the one.
Here, let me go back. All right. Got it.
Got it? Cool. There you go. Yeah. Mark FX, Grover Imperials. Thank you. There's that rosewood cap, mother of pearl, inlay, ebony board, bound ebony board. Really, really great guitar. Very good feel, very reliable. And I have a couple of these. Again, I love early hand-carved BC Rich. I love so many early BC Rich. I have so many of them. That's why you see so many on the show. I have a lot of them, and they're really, really good. They're addictive. They're very, very addictive. Yeah, talk about neck binding, Mike Neese. It's a thick, thick neck bind. And look at that beautiful nut. That's a big bone nut right there. See the size of that? By the way, this particular neck is really wide. I'm not sure the exact measurement on it, but it's really wide and flat. It's a D shape, but it's a really, really thin D shape, but really, really wide. There you go. So there you go. 1975 BC Rich Seagull Guild pickups, bound ebony board with a tropical three-tone burst that I'm sorry is very hard to see in this light, but that is your show and tell guitar of the week. There you go. And by the way, I'm just going to show you the case for this because these cases are really hard to find, but I want to show you the original because they're very, very specific. Let's see if I can do this without dropping this. Wouldn't that be a kick? We're trying to one-up every other show by dropping our guitars better than the other shows. Yeah.
Drop your more expensive guitar.
Yeah, so just take a look at this in this form-fitting purple case. You see how it's a form-fitting case?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know,
Oh,
right?
no.
That's a hard shit. It's a very, very specific case to this guitar with the way it form fits because of the points and the curves of the guitar. So
Drop.
thanks. Thank you. Okay, give me a second. Let me change the light real quick. Change Johnny's lights.
Never drop.
There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Back to normal. And thank you, by the way, tonight to Dane Zimmerman of Zim's Guitars. Thank you, Dane, for hanging with us tonight.
We miss you already, Dane.
Yeah, Mike Neese brings up a good point. Good luck trying to find one of those cases. No shit. Seriously. The ones I have all have the form-fitting original cases. If you don't have one, they're really hard to find cases for that fit. I mean, they just really are. So those cases, if you find one, just grab one and call me. Because I had one guitar without a case. I had one of those. I had a black one at one point, and it was black and chrome, very pretty, but I didn't have a case for it. And it was just a pain in the ass just to try to find something that fit in, because of the points and the curves. Just want to, you just have to get an oversized case and then kind of make your own things to fill it in, to hold on there, to keep it in place. Yeah, Dane's going over to Paul's house for full-size chocolate bars. Paul's watching right now. He's like, Dane's coming over? Oh, no. There you go. Yeah, they're not easy. They're great guitars. They're fun guitars. They're very, very reliable guitars. They're great feeling guitars, unique and awesome like old BCRs. But man, finding a case for those things, and they're good looking, strong cases when you can find one. So there you go. Today's show and tell guitar of the week. And yes, R2, R3 locking nut. Let's see. It asks if that was a Moser design. I believe, yes, it was. That was a Moser design. The Bitch was a Moser design. The Virgin was a Moser design, although it was called the Scythe originally. But yeah, that was Neil Moser's first design for BC Rich. And then later came the Bitch. And the Bitch had the Warlock as a spin-off of the Bitch. So yeah, Neil Moser came up with some of BCR's greatest stuff. That's why he's known as the godfather of BC Rich, even though Bernie Rico, of course, was the owner of the company. Neil Moser, Mal Stitch. Those are the guys that really, really, came up with all the real stuff you enjoy. So bless you, fellas. Bless you. Definitely a shallow decarve. Absolutely. Where does that body design stand in comparison to all your other BC Rich models? Jesus rapes me, want to know. I love the Mockingbird, and the Bitch is probably my two favorite designs of the handmaids. Although I love Eagles, they're probably my favorites. But for bolt-ons, I love the Gunslingers, even though they're a more conventional Strat, bolt-on shredder. But as far as the handmaids, I probably I love the Mockingbirds and Bitches, and I love the Eagles too. I mean, they're all cool. They're all cool. Unique 80s guitars is really a cool thing, they don't make guitars like that anymore. Everything's a Les Paul or a Strat nowadays. And it's kind of fucking boring out there. I walk into Guitar Center and holy shit, is it boring. There's just rows and rows and rows of Cherry Sunburst Les Pauls. It's like, I
was there yesterday.
Give me something interesting, man. Give me something cool and unique and flashy and, I mean, that's the cool stuff. That's why the 80s was like the best time. And look, shout out to, new BC Rich is trying to, come up with, reissues of certain guitars. They're not there yet, but they're working on it. I always think Charvel and Jackson are terrific. Their custom shops are amazing. So there are still companies that, that do great jobs. I think ESP's custom shop is cool. Kramer's reissuing stuff. It's overseas, but kudos to them for bringing back some of the 80s stuff. It's a lot of it's coming back. There's a big resurgence, definitely in 80s guitars and colors and designs, obviously, and that's why you have a lot of the bands now. A lot of music is coming back, influenced by the 80s, and you get bands like Greta Van Fleet and Dirty Honey and Heat and Crazy Licks and American Slang, and all those bands are coming up, influenced by those 80s guitars. And that's why BC Rich's, they did 2 reissues of the Gunslinger, not quite as good as the old ones, but for new guitars, pretty cool stuff. And that's why Jackson still sells a lot of guitars. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Renus. Anyway, there you go. Thank you. Anyway, let's thank our channel members.
Yes.
I mean, obviously thank everyone. Obviously thank everyone in the audience, because we love and appreciate our audience. But let's thank our channel members. The list is growing and growing and growing and growing. Just a huge list. It's
and
growing like a boner in a porn shop. David Allen Wright, Mike Neese, Keenan Neighbors, Paul Martin Woods, Mr. Mick, Bubbly Dukakis, Smallmouth Guy, Lawrence Christensen, Symmetry, Majestic PB&J Cat, Warlag, Sherman Callahan, James 5150, James Gum, Wayno, Thomas Santiago, Vinyl Freak 5150, Dan Halen, James G, Music Therapy Laz, Andy Carson, Rick Green, The Chad, Christopher Live, Sawa, All Dave, All Night, Murphy, Steve Barton, Fernando Riley, Laguna Palms, Robot Master Switch, R2, R3 Locking Nut, 6 Chick 71, John Morana, Hillary Lewis, Jeff T, 5150 TV, Kurt 5150, KXM Rock, R Habs, Stephen Franklin, Carol Hatcher, Sean Shreds, Margaret Scranton, Michael the Captain Smith, Jesus Ribs Me, Nicole Mrazek, Brian Spalding, False Flag, Ghost BC Rich, Hugh Caldwell, Jim Nicholas, Mr. BHB Jr., that's Bruce, Thomas Santiago, Bo Zeke, Lenny Lewin, my little geriatric sex kitten Mary, Lenny Lou, please get better. We love and miss you so much. And Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
Oh, and look, obviously, again, prayers for the Ukraine. Let's keep democracy alive. This is one time the world is united against just a scumbag. Putin is just evil on top of evil. So let's give prayers, positive energy, and good thoughts to the people of the Ukraine, because God forbid it happen anywhere else. You never want that to repeat, and just a horrible situation over there. So please keep them in your prayers, and fuck you, Putin. But for our audience, we love you. We appreciate you. Please leave a thumbs up on the video. And Picani, 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 we love you long time. Yeah, I realized we didn't do a roll call this morning, but love you, everybody out there. Leave comments on the videos, because we do love and reply to comments. We really appreciate comments. Check out American Slang's new single, Gypsy. Make a note of that to look that up. Really, really looking forward to that. Those guys, watch. I said it here first. They're going to be big. Watch them. And thank you, everyone, for the nice words on the axe. Thank you for all the love from my Mama Kuda. Love my beloved Mama Kuda. Blue Rhino says hello. Ooh, thank you, everybody. There you go.
Blue Rhino.
Yeah.
Ned
the cat.
Everybody.
Thank you, Neanderthal. We love and missed you tonight. And thank you, the great Dane Zimmerman, Jay Hannon. Thank you, everyone, for watching tonight. Love
Kurt
you.
with a K.
Be safe out there. Be nice to each other. Let's all stick together. Right?
You guys rock, and tune in tomorrow. What time is it tomorrow? 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific for Talkin' Van Halen on Twitch.
Yeah.
Tune in. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And this Friday, if you like Van Halen, This is the place. I'll be giving away another Eddie Van Halen Funko Pop this Friday.
Nice.
Right here
Look how
on
happy Eddie is
YouTube.
there. Those things are great. Look how happy Eddie is there.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah, they really are cool. That's probably the coolest pop they have ever made. Catching Eddie in mid jump. That's a badass. That's a badass pop. I'm digging that. Very, very cool.
Awesomeness.
All right. And again, don't forget to give to Chris Holmes GoFundMe. Fuck cancer.
Yes.
Our audience, we love you. And more than anything, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Rock on, everybody.
See you guys tomorrow. Johnny Beane TV. Good night.
Good night. What the hell?
You ever seen one of those?
Nice.
It's an oil can.
Very bizarre.
Who made that?
An actual oil.
Bohemian guitars.
I like the cigar box guitars that Brendan Buttcheeks makes better.
Look at that. I couldn't even play it. I couldn't even hear it. It's crazy.
Wow. We're talking. That's why there's a fuel shortage, damn it.
Rock on, everybody.
Rock on.
Bizarre.
Thank you, everybody. Love you.